Ich weiß, das ist eine schwierige Frage, aber ist er das Ei oder das Huhn?
Aber das Schöne ist,
Der einzige Bezug, der mir einfällt.
das ist eine schöne Sache. Ja, aber das ist eine schöne Sache. Wenn du die Bibel hast, weißt du, dass das Huhn vor dem Ei kam.
मुझे पता है कि ये एक अलग सवाल है, लेकिन वो अंडा है या मुर्गी?
लेकिन अच्छी बात यह है कि
मैं केवल एक ही संदर्भ दे सकता हूँ।
ये अच्छी बात है। हाँ, लेकिन ये अच्छी बात, अगर आपके पास बाइबल है तो आप जानते होंगे कि मुर्गी अंडे से पहले आई।
Mystic ancient secrets can all be answered when you ask the mystic access guru. That is I, the great exalted one. I have come across 3 astral projections through the god plane in the hero metamorphosis to give you the knowledge you deserve.
Ooh. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let me restore everything back to where it was. Oops. That's not where it was. There we go. Hello, everybody. Hackerman and Ender. How you guys doing? What is the hell happened to my camera? There we go. That's better. So we got Fapzoid. Happy Tuesday for anyone who celebrates that. Not many people still do. But yeah, happy Tuesday. We have Fapzoid. This is a Oops No Curve. Let's discuss it from 3 years ago. So it's pretty funny. Articulated things are pretty cool.
Hey and all, welcome. Glad to see you all here. I hope the mic is working a bit better today. Since I decided to let me use my wife's phone today because I think my port's starting to give in on my iPhone. That's why the microphone's not working too well. And since they're all asleep, she said I can use her phone.
Did you say your porn? Did he say his porn? I think he did.
Hey and all, welcome. Glad to see you all here. I hope the mic is working a bit better today. Since I decided to let me use my wife's phone today because
Oh, he said phone. Okay.
I think my port's starting to give in on.
Oh, you think your porn's starting to give in? That's what he said. His porn's starting to give in. I just found this thing. It only has it for shorts. Yeah, check this out. This is really cool.
All right, so I turned it.
So this is an English thing. Oh, it only has. Okay, but with Fapzoids, this is weird. Or with Jack of all trades, if you go here, it's got captions and audio track. You can choose you could choose whatever audio, English, French, German, you can't see it very well. Hindi, Indonesian, Italian, Portuguese, or Spanish. Are all of his shorts like that? I'm curious. Yeah, audio track. So you can choose it. So let's hear him. Let's hear German.
Und dieser Screenshot, den ich dir gezeigt habe von all den sterbenden Kindern, ist hier drin. Wenn du also sagst, dass das in einer säkularen Gesellschaft passieren könnte, also in einer säkularen Gesellschaft würden die Menschen nicht das Gebet, den medizinischen Eingriff vorziehen?
Ja, wir würden sie einfach leiden lassen, dass die Stärksten überleben. Ja.
But it's got every language. It's got all these languages, but it doesn't have Afrikaner. Afrikaner in there. German's the closest you're gonna get to it. Anyway, I thought that was weird.
My iPhone, that's why the microphone's not working too well. And since they're all asleep, she said I can use her phone today.
Yeah, that's that the intro was just something that Jack of all trades did. He saw a thing. It's pretty funny. It's Fapzoid putting his head in the absolute wrong place on his background.
So let's hope the sound's going to be a bit better quality today. It's good to see you all. I'm glad I could wake up so early again for everybody. I mean, the sun's still not even up yet. Well, anyway, good to be here. Let's get going with all the housekeeping questions, because the topic is about Oops, No Curve. This was actually one of my original first videos on my channel, which is about 3 years ago, where the anti-flat earthers just painted me as dishonest while ignoring the actual argument and not actually understanding what was going on. And then obviously misrepresenting.
No, none of that happened, Fapzoid. You tried to get clever. It blew up in your face, and then you lied about it. That's what happened. And now you're lying about it.
Me as it's going on. So I thought, let's just address this then. Okay, let's get to the housekeeping questions. Hey, Lane Truth. Okay, well, I see you've already probably gone to sleep already. It is late that side. Thanks for catching up on here. I just want to say thank you to everybody for joining the stream. I really do appreciate it. Without your support, well, there wouldn't really be a channel, would there? If you don't know, we do have a Discord link on the for the server, which is down in the description. I did update the latest link last night because I saw the other one with yesterday's stream that one person told me it expired. I didn't know it had a 7-day expiry date on it. Sorry about that. So I did change it now. I've updated it to the infinite touch. It does never expire. Cool. And if you do want to know, I'm here for you awesome people. Shop.
Cool.
And
well, we got that going for us.
Please don't forget to boop that like button, as it does really help the algorithm to know that they must push this video so people can see. So thank you for sharing. Okay. And then I just also want to say, if you're interested in becoming a Patreon member,
if you love the algorithm so much, why don't you marry it?
We do have a Patreon that's set up.
Oh, I forgot this. I forgot I had this.
Fapzoid farts on orphans.
Oh, by the way, that AI thing, that little red AI module that I got, I made it. I programmed it, configured it to speak in my voice. So whenever I talk to it, I'm talking to myself.
Link is also in the description.
Yeah, that's on his end.
And well, we've already got 2 Patreons, which I'm really excited to say.
Yeah.
So I just have to say thank you to those 2 supporters, which joined the Rooster Den, which is Kiki's Ass Seabass.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And Michael Kahn. You guys rock. You guys are awesome, and I really do appreciate all your support. Because at the end of the day, if you guys are able to support me, I'm able to get better equipment so I can make better content for all you wonderful people.
Wow, that didn't work out. When did that ever happen, Fapzoid? You can't even subscribe to YouTube Premium so your viewers don't have to watch fucking commercials. What the fuck, man? See, see right there. He said he lied because he doesn't use that money to further his channel. He's been sending enough money for him to buy some top grade fucking equipment.
Which joined the Rooster Den, which is.
And what does he have now? A fucking third hand fucking 1080p fucking webcam.
Kick his ass Seabass and Michael.
Hey, Moxie.
Khan, you guys rock. You guys.
Hey, AIS. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, he's a racist piece of shit. He's a racist anti-Semite. But yeah, we could review it.
You guys are awesome, and I really do appreciate all your support. Because at the end of the day, if you guys are able to support me, I'm able to get better equipment so I can make better content for all you wonderful people. You guys rock. Okay, so let's start off with saying hi to everybody that's here so I can get going. I did create a little small video that I'm going to show on here. Hopefully it's going to work well so everybody can see what's going. Too much static. I don't know if there's any static because on my side it seems fine because I'm watching it on my phone as well and it sounds fine to me here. So I don't know what's going on because I have, like I said, I'm using my wife's phone today. Isn't right, brand new mic. Maybe it's just internet, but I mean it's fiber. It's quite a big meg line, so I don't understand why that would happen. But it's good to see you, Paid Nasa Shill. Good to see you, Tim A. 12 people in. Just drop a hi to say how's it going, and then we know you're all here. Okay. Are we going to get going with that little video? It is about almost 8 minutes long. So let's just watch through it, and then we can talk about it, okay? Cool.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I can still hear and understand. Okay, great, Tim. Glad about that. Okay. Still static. Okay. I don't understand why it's doing that. I mean, like I said, brand new Lavelle mic. Hello. Okay. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm going to show the video.
Okay.
If I can get it there. Okay, let's get going.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, my mic was way low. Okay.
Sorry, I'm having a bit of problems trying to click it. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, it should be sure.
Yes, sir, it is. This is from Red's Rhetoric. This is the video that Fapzoid deleted 11 frames from. See, the mere fact that he deleted the 11 frames proves that he knew that this proves that the Earth is curved and not flat. That's why he removed them. He thought no one would catch him, and he could just show it to his viewers and say, "Look, prove that the Earth is flat." That see, I took out the curvature. But the problem is, if he knows it's flat, why did he have to take out the curvature? That's the problem. Hey, Stanley. Yeah, I saw the short, the vertical one, where he's fighting with his girlfriend. And MC Toon is reviewing his debate with Ruhif on modern day debates. I was going to review it a few days ago, but I forgot. But they aren't all there, Fapzoid. They're not all there. So we're going to go frame by frame. And when it gets to the horizon, we're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, there's frames removed because it was at least 11 frames till you saw this, Fapzoid. It was at least 11. So you're lying, Fapzoid. Not all the frames are here. See, Fapzoid thought he'd be cute by saying, okay, well, since there's no delay, but for when it hits the horizon to the time you see a splash, it must mean it's flat. Well, if it did that, and if having to remove that proves that it's flat, why did you have to remove it? It's the same way as a projection of the globe. It's flat because it's projected from a globe. Hey, Cygnus. Hey, Deplorable. Yeah, it's always the apparent horizon, Fapzoid. And see, that's where it appears to meet the sky. But if there's a mirage, that means the horizon is at the top of the mirage, Fapzoid. So this would be the horizon, right? This would be the actual horizon, the actual apparent horizon. Because as soon as this thing goes behind the mirage, this no longer becomes the apparent horizon, Fapzoid. This becomes the apparent horizon because it's apparent that it's here and not here. See, it appears here because it's blocking the thing. The thing is going into the mirage. Hey, Westside. I'm just going to mute it when I have to say something because they're not talking. Right, there can only be a mirage on the surface, Fapzoid. Mirages don't appear in midair. They're not in midair. Okay, they have to. It's a thing that happens with reflection. So, yeah, it's not. This isn't the horizon. This is the top of the water, basically. And this mirage is the same thing that happens with, I don't know, when you're on a road and you see the mirror effect. That's the same thing, Fapzoid. It's the exact same thing. But yeah, it is behind the curve because that's where the top of the water is, Fapzoid. See, it goes behind the top of the water, behind that mirage. But see, you're not showing all the frames again, Fapzoid. You're lying. Hey, Bob Nodell's gyroscope. Oh, analysis. Oh, he's getting all technical and shit. Pretty funny. Is there an eclipse? I don't know if there was an eclipse today. You probably didn't. He probably thinks an eclipse is Satan coming to get his soul or something. And hey, Fapzoid, if you're gonna put a song over another video, why don't you turn the audio off on the video you're using? How about that? Because the Mirage is on the frames that he didn't delete. This reminds me of like those old commercials from like the 50s where it's like a food that's like gives you strength. So it's like it shows like a cross section of a cartoon human guy, and he like eats it, and he's like little vitamin S's. This like fills your body with like vitamin S for strength. It's like old cereal commercials or shit. That's what this reminds me of. It just means nothing. All this just means absolutely fucking nothing. But yeah, it looks scientific in a way. Jesus.
Simple to
Enough of that.
explain
Fuck.
what's going on. As you can see, because the same argument I've been getting straight over for the last 3 years about is you removed 11 frames, sometimes it was 15, sometimes it was even 21 or 13, and now they've all just settled on 11 frames. Well,
Right. Yes, because that's what the frame count was on Red's original video, Fapzoid. Some people have downloaded it at different frame rates, and when they count the frames, it's a different frame rate, so it's a different number of frames. And you can argue about when to start the 11 frames, right? When it goes behind the miraging, or when you don't see any more of it, or because there's a few frames discrepancy. But yes, the fact still remains that you deleted frames to make it look like the Earth is flat when you know it's not.
well, simply to show you, I did show from the beginning all the frames in every single video about it, because me, as I am, I'm straightforward and honest.
No, you're not. You are not honest.
I showed all the frames. So I showed exactly everything. Then I went and took out the inferior mirage. Now,
But not the frames. But not see, if you take frames out of a video, you can't play the original video and say, see, all the frames are there, and then show the one you didn't see. See, I only took out the mirage. You can't do that, Fapzoid. That's being dishonest. That's a lie. I mean, he actually thinks that it's not a lie if he just calls it something other than deleting. You know, if he said, "Oh, I took the mirage out," I didn't delete frames. I took the mirage out. No, you deleted frames that had the mirage on them.
Now, to take out the inferior mirage is an optical effect. Why? So I could.
No, it's not an optical effect. I mean, it's an optical effect in real life, but it's not an optical effect in a camera that you can just change or remove without deleting part of the video.
Show where the point is, where it impacts, impact point. Taking out the mirage showed the impact point on the horizon, which is apparent.
No, it didn't. No, it showed that the impact point was beyond that. It was lower than the horizon. That's what it showed, Fapzoid, and you deleted that part because you know that it destroys your flat Earth.
There's only what, about 3 frames if you just watch the video.
So then you still admit that you deleted frames. See how that works?
If I was so dishonest, why would I show all the frames, the whole video, and then show, look, I'm taking out just to show the impact point?
You didn't show all the frames. You showed the first one you edited, and then you showed the one you further edited.
So these people go and then telling me I'm dishonest and I'm lying and cheating because I took out 11 frames or whatever they want to call it, because I took out their curve.
Oh, so you took out the curve. So the Earth is flat, and to prove that, you took the curve away. Is that what you're saying, Fapzoid? That you took out the curve to show that it's flat? So this is just you admitting that you know that it's curved, and you have to cheat to fucking show that it's not. Wow. That's pretty fucking bad, Fapzoid.
What is the problem with this argument?
Nothing from our end. There's nothing wrong with it on our side. You're the one that just admitted that the Earth isn't flat.
Simply, they're ignoring what the actual argument is. And secondly, they're conceding that me taking out an optical effect, the inferior mirage, is me taking away their physical curve.
No, because the thing went lower than the miraging. See? The miraging can only happen on water, Fapzoid, and it was beyond that miraging for a few seconds, for at least a second. Meaning that it had to go further than the crest of the mirage, and then it hit, and then the water came up. See, you lied, Fapzoid. You tried to take that away because you know the Earth is curved.
Isn't the inferior mirage physical, or is it just optical? I think we can all agree. Inferior mirages are only optical, not physical. So you guys are conceding when you bring up this argument that you do not have a physical curve. You've never had a physical curve.
Right. Where we see it, see, we've explained this 1,000 times since this video was made, Fapzoid. See, the horizon where we see it is optical because of refraction, because we have an atmosphere that refracts light. But the actual physical horizon is closer. See, light or refraction bends light down so we see further than the actual horizon. We've explained this to you, Fapzoid. We've explained it to you. But how can something be optical if it's not physical, Fapzoid? Because to be optical, it has to be something physical to reflect the light, or refract the light, or diffract the light, or reflect the light. Change the light in some way. See, it has to be a physical thing, Fapzoid. You dumb motherfucker.
It's always just apparent, and it's optical. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
And yes, thanks, Travis, for pointing that out to everybody. Inferior mirage is not on the vertical, it's simply on the horizontal.
Oh, okay. So it's not on the vertical. It's only on the horizontal. What the fuck does that mean? What in the motherfucking hell does that mean? That's on the horizontal and not the vertical. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy, yeah, that's Travis Finley, the guy known as the Plain Truth, which isn't showing up for some reason. That's weird.
Which you've seen totally. Even this video actually shows it.
Yeah, none of his see, agreed Travis, none of his things are showing. Did he get blocked on this channel?
It's the same as when you stand
Or did he get timed out later?
and you're watching on the road how it goes and the cars go by.
Or
And they're
booted?
driving out over it, and you're seeing that inferior mirage on top. It's going across the plane.
Right, going across on the road, Fapzoid, not in the air. You're not seeing it in the air. You're seeing it on the road, Fapzoid. Same way as you see it on the water, Fapzoid.
Not going vertically up. That's why when you see Fata Morganas and everything, it's mirror.
They go vertically up from where they start. So they start low and they go up for a certain amount of distance, Fapzoid. They most certainly are vertical.
Across the horizontal. Okay, let's start getting the comments to see excuses.
If they didn't go in the vertical, you wouldn't see them, Fapzoid. They'd have one dimension. They'd have one fucking dimension. They would have a infinitely small thinness. God damn, you're dumb.
The horizon is cancelled by the presence of the mirage. But when you identify the mirror line, that is the horizon. No,
Yeah, exactly, Fapzoid. Yes, the mirror line. That's the horizon. That part that starts the mirroring. That's the horizon, Fapzoid. Not the stuff that looks like water.
horizon is always apparent. Right, see, that's what a horizon is. Your statement is
It's always apparent. See, he doesn't know anything but that word. That's the only thing he knows about the horizon is that word. It's apparent.
actually redundant. It's actually redundant because horizon is apparent. You see it. So if I took the inferior mirage, the horizon's still there. You can see it physically. It's just the impact point was shown once I took it away. Because it
No, you said the impact point was at where the water is. It's lower than the water, Fapzoid. It's lower than the horizon.
actually, like I said in the video, it went behind or inside the inferior mirage, which is optical. Okay. Apparent means what you see. Physical means measurements. Okay. So me taking away apparent horizon again. Your apparent, well, how can I put it? Me taking away apparent is now physical. So you are conceding that it is just optical, Tim. Okay, let's see.
Wow.
Don the Waterman. Flat Earth is the proof. The truth will get there. And the flat Earth is out middle. Exactly. Welcome, Don. It's good to see you. You're one of the new guys on the stream, I must say. I haven't seen you here before. So hopefully you are here to stay. And I really want to, again, say thank you to everybody for coming.
Come here.
I do remember,
Come
I
on.
do have a
Get up here.
merch shop running, and I do have a Patreon for anybody interested in
here.
helping to support the show so I can get better equipment for you guys. Because I do hear again the mic is static, even though I've got another mic and I'm using my phone, my wife's
up here.
phone. So, hey Kikasi Bass, it's good to see you, dude. I'm so glad you could join. This is one of the Patreon supporters, so I'm always going to shout him out. It's one of the perks. He rocks. He is a rooster in the rooster den, so great to see you, dude. Okay, let's go. Karma 9,800. If you were
There
100
you
times
go.
miles above your point, now what horizon would you
There
see?
you go.
It just moves the horizon out further. You'd at that point see where
There
that
it is.
location was. You would see above it, so there wouldn't be inferior mirage to see because your angle of incidence has changed. Simple. Remember, it moves across the horizontal. away from you. Not vertical, across. We live in a three-dimensional world. Hey, Robkin.
He's such a fucking clown.
Welcome to see you, dude. It's good to see you, Robkin. I'm glad you could make it. It's good to be here. Okay, let's see what Brokowski has to say again.
9,800, the only one that's there. What the fuck does that mean? The inferior mirage is a narrow layer of air overheated by water below that becomes reflective. Where there is reflection, there is water. Yeah.
The inferior mirage is a
You get a vapor layer on top of the water, and that creates the reflection.
narrow layer of air overheated by the water below. So, optical. That becomes reflective. Mirror. That's why we showed the mirror band. Where there is reflection, there is water. Nobody's denying.
Yes, you are denying that, Fapzoid. You think that the reflection is not any part of the horizon. See, the top of that reflection, where that mirage starts, that's the water. And then it's mirrored, and then it's not mirrored because the angle is not correct. So you get what looks like water. But all that space between where you drew the line across it and that's all water, Fapzoid. That's all water. And there was a delay going behind the top of that water and the splash. And that's what you removed because you knew it proves that the earth is curved.
Denying that there's not water, Rokowski. But remember, the angle you're looking at, that mirror is closer towards you. That's why you're seeing the mirrored sky.
No, it's at the horizon, Fapzoid. That's where the mirroring is.
You're seeing that mirrored sky closer to you. It limits the angle so you can't see what's going behind that inferior mirage.
What a dishonest, idiotic fuck.
Plain and simple. Okay. What's he saying? Don't know how flat it is. It's a horizontal plane with topography, that we know. Anyway, it's good to see everybody here again. I really want to say thank you again to everybody. Morning, hello, wherever you are in the awesome plane. It's good to see we all here. Yes, and plain truth, I agree. Why can't globe flakes horizon?
What the fuck does that mean? Why can't, misspelled can't, globe flakes horizon? I have no idea what the fuck that means.
The reason they can't horizon, Travis, is simply because they know if they had to admit it's optical, they have no physicality. And that's why they push back against the flat swan.
No, we know that the optical horizon is optical, but it's only optical because it's physical, Fapzoid. The Earth's been measured as physical, as spherical. It's a physical shape. It's not flat. And see, we understand the difference between optical and physical. You don't. You don't. But somehow you think you have the intellectual upper hand in this, and you fucking don't, dude. You absolutely fucking don't.
Black Swan so much and against my oops no curve video. This is the same reason why Red's Rhetoric, the clown, waits until I'm...
You mean the clown that you took his video and deleted 11 frames from? I mean, that clown? See, only a clown would take somebody else's video, delete 11 frames from it, and say you were proving the flat earth. Only a clown would do that, Fapzoid.
In bed, I mean, it was like, what, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then says I'm too much of a, what's the name, to come onto his stream. I was sleeping. Not to mention, the guy doesn't even know anything, first thinks I was Spurs chemo. I think there's a big difference between me and Spurs chemo. I mean, I've even called out Spurs chemo on things before, so definitely not the case. Well, Red's had opportunities to come and talk to me as well, and just, well, you know what happened, just never does. Because all they do is just say, nah, you're dishonest kind of thing, try and paint a person dishonest, and that's about it. Because that's...
No one paints you as anything, Fapzoid. You are dishonest, and you've proven it. You're proving it now. No No one has to do anything to paint you as dishonest.
All a glober has at the end of the day. 1959 is the year that the visual imagery sold the ball. Prior to 1958, all the US Air Force photos show level flat Earth. Exactly. You know,
What? Prior to 1958, all U.S. Air Force photos show a level flat. No, they don't. Sorry, buddy, they don't.
that 1958 image is stacked images on top of each other like this, like a newspaper article, to make it curved. Because that's at that stage their lenses weren't as wide angled as you get today. Today, most of the angles are wide angled, or they go and they use a wide angle today.
Yeah, they've never had a wide angle lens before 2017. Man, nobody's ever heard of such a thing. Jesus fucking Christ, these people.
Because of fisheye lens, you could say, because they want to see more of the surroundings.
Hey, Lindsay.
The wider the angle, the more the barrel distortion. Okay. We have physicality. All you have is optics, though.
Yeah. Yeah, see, we've measured it Fapzoid. You just see it. It's flat because it looks flat. See, we have physicality.
No, Tim, like I just explained to you, you don't have physicality. You just threw it away by bringing up the argument about me taking a mirage out is taking away your curve.
See, that's the operative term, taking away the curve. That's you admitting that there's curve there that needs to be taken away. Right?
Do you understand it? Physicality, if you claim physicality and I took an optical effect out and you say, oh, look, you took my curve, that means you don't have physicality. You've never.
That means there was curve to be taken, Fapzoid. That's what that means. That there was curve to be taken out.
Had it. You claim
Love
that
it.
means
Love
you
it.
conceding that optical effect is your physicality, which is non-logical. Thank you.
Nobody has said that the physical curve is a mirage. Nobody has said that, Fapzoid, ever. Ever.
Thank you for playing. That means you just don't know what optical means. Reg Retarded still hasn't addressed my debunk of user. And he never will. I mean, we've done so much debunks of Reds and so much times told him come and talk. He will never, ever. All he
You've done so many debunks of Reds. Sure you have.
does is hide in his little corner somewhere, or...
You mean you played a video and whined about it for 3 hours? Is that what you did, Fapzoid?
whatever he's doing now with his plumbing jobs or whatever, I don't know. But hey, at least he brought us non-physicality curvature. So that I'll have to thank him for. Okay. What of all photographs of Earth from the sources in the last 50 years are real or not? None of them. They're all images. They literally images. Images.
Image and a photograph is an image, Fapzoid. Photographs are images. Did you know that?
Are artist renditions. So all they've done is...
No, they're not all artist renditions, dipshit. No. The Blue Marble 72 is not a artist rendition.
They've taken data, which they see ones and zeros, and they create a stacked image on Photoshop or Lightroom or whatever.
You know that this right here, that what we're watching is a stack of ones and zeros? Are you real? Or are you just an image, an optical effect? You're a dumb motherfucker, Fapzoid.
That's how it works.
Not the Blue Marble. There's no ones and zeros in that motherfucker. That's a photograph shot on an emulsion film.
It's literally just artist. I was a graphic designer for 10 years, so I definitely know.
You were a graphic designer for 10 years? No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
How imaging works. That's why you get some.
But yet you don't know how perspective works. You don't know that. You don't know how parallax works. You don't know how really anything artistic works. We've seen your design in cars, so you don't know how to do that. And we've seen your fucking layout on your thumbnails for your videos. Those look fucking horrendous. So no, you are not a graphic designer, man.
So much of these guys, they're so lazy, and you're getting the.
Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Flatzoid is a graphic designer. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that if he did graphic design for a living, he'd starve.
The copy and paste in the clone tool stamps of the clouds and stuff, or you got sex written in the clouds or whatever, because you get some clown that wants to put his trademark on it. But that's also how they make.
Right. People didn't do that, Flatzoid. That's in a Disney animation. Hold on a second. Let's see if you can hear this. What time is it? The time is currently 4:18 p.m. So that's my voice.
Masons have to work, unfortunately, because they have to have truth in plain sight. It has to just be very subtle. Okay, the derp is starting here. I'm dropping out. Yes, sorry, kidding me. Just the cognitive pain has to become too much for you guys because you don't actually want to listen to the truth. It happens. So I'm not going to take it what's the name? Okay, measurements, physical genius. Measurements are just a unit of calculation. You get calculations, your equations, I worked out this and that. Measurements, you're actually taking a measurement, but it's still a unit based on that. But what has measurements and calculations got to do with what this video is going on about, Tim?
Because the Earth has been measured as spherical for over 2,000 years, and you know that. That's why you had to take away the curvature from someone else's video.
Nothing. Because you're not measuring or calculating what's going on there. All we were doing is showing you optical.
We do calculate by frames and frame rate, how many frames per second, time over distance, the distance being the number of frames, and the amount of frames or amount of time or frames that it took for the rock to go, or for the booster to go behind the top of the mirage. Yes, that's calculating. It's making calculations, Flatzoid. You didn't know that?
Cool, not physical. Okay, real live cam of Earth. Dish Network supposedly did pay-per-view on the past NASA never shows home. No Earth moonshots live. Or yeah, that's actually funny because you know how easy it is just to make up a 24-hour live stream of Earth if they got so much satellites going. But yeah, they can point it at other places in space easy and then show you the computer renderings of that, but they can't just point it back at us.
James Webb Telescope, those aren't computer renderings, Flatzoid. That's a telescope. That's an optical fucking telescope. Jesus Christ, this kid's fucked. Hey, Gravity Hits Hard.
Real time and let it render to show a guy on a bicycle driving around, or then they're going to say, oh, it's just you can't be able to see it. You know how small that angle is going to be. But they can see a little dust cloud on supposedly millions of miles away. Come on, dude. Get with it. Yeah.
So you know nothing about astrophotography. Is there anything that you do know, Flatzoid?
So how many people have been working on these images for every space station over the 50? A lot of people. Remember, it's compartmentalized. Look where
compartmentalized.
they had the space shuttle programs. This guy built the washer. This company supplied the paint. This company supplied.
Okay, yes, that's called outsourcing. That's called subcontracting. And yeah, but I bet you the people that supplied the paint, if they wanted to know what size a washer was, they could look at the fucking plans. See, Flatzoid thinks that nobody knows what anybody else is doing, in any program that NASA has. Right? One engineer isn't privy to access of what another engineer knows. That's what this dumb motherfucker thinks.
The panels, everybody did their part, and they were fed the narrative, we are building together to go to the moon. It's just
Okay, what about the people that were on the thing, Fapzoid? What about those people and the film, the recordings they brought back, and the film they took pictures with on, and the live footage, the live feed, basically about a 2-second delay. What about that, Fapzoid?
how business works. It's compartmentalized.
What about the rocks that could not come from Earth? What about those, Fapzoid?
So you think you are doing the great good. You think now, after that, yes, that had to be real, because I know my company got paid to build this. We supplied this. I put the screw in here on this module. Da da da. At the end of the day, when they're sitting and watching it going up, they're looking at a computer screen with computer-generated graphs. Computer-generated.
What? In 1972? In the 70s? In the 60s? You think that was computer generated, Fapzoid? Is that what you fucking think, you fucking idiot? Jesus Christ, this guy. They fought at the airports. That's as dumb as that.
Nothing. The only thing that's real is to a point, and then it goes out. You don't see it anymore because the excuse is no, we can't see it anymore because it's out of view. At the end of the day, it's just computer graphics. With all the technology we got today, you would think they would at least be able to have their satellites point at that thing to show it's still going into space or whatever. But they know they can't. Hey, Price of Adam, good to see you, dude. One of the regulars on the streams. I really appreciate all your support, guys. Really do. Okay, I just watched the old Gemini 4 EVA, the first spacewalk at 54 miles up.
Eva? He just watched an Eva. Is that the did they have that Eva right after they did an experiment on Cations? Or is that it?
Up and compared that Earth image and curve to the current shot from the ISS over 4 times that height. Yet it appears closer. Yep, they don't have any consistency in anything they do. There's so much discrepancies, glitches even, or things you can literally see.
I took a video and I didn't know what the focal length was or the distance was, and I compared it to another one that was at a focal length and distance I didn't know either, and they didn't match for some fucking reason.
What's wrong, and doesn't matter what you're going to say, the Globe guys are going to defend them. I mean, look at the TSS a few weeks back with the glass water, and you tell them, what happened to your gravity? Why is the water not going up out of the cup? They tell me, no, the cup is Velcro to the table. So what's about the water? The water's still going to float away. Then they're saying that.
Why would it float away, Fapzoid? Why would it float away? If it's placed on that table, left undisturbed, why would it float away, Fapzoid? He's such an idiot.
The atmosphere is holding it down. Why doesn't the atmosphere hold the ball running and going like this in the air? It can't. Straight out of Don Petit's mouth, that glass cannot work in space. They're bunking themselves once again. Not to mention, Mark Sargent had a great, I think it was Mark Sargent, last year or something, he had a great video also on the ISS, where Don Petit was talking about the washers used in the ISS. It wouldn't be able to support the pressure from the inside pulling it out. Now they're going to say, yes, but they lowered the pressure so it makes it equal. BS. If you're going to have little washers and stuff, you can test it anywhere in a vacuum here. It's going to expand out. Doesn't matter how low you're going to make that. It's the same as a balloon. It's going to stretch out. It happens. Okay.
Say what? Wait, what is he? What was he talking about? I was reading the comments.
I'm going to say yes, but they lowered the pressure so it makes it equal. You think he had a great video also on the ISS. We don't Mark Sargent base.
All right, hold on. Need to clean this thing out. Yeah, it's goopy. Be right with you guys. I need this before he says this, because I know it's going to be something stupid, and I have to be prepared for the stupid. When is MC Toon going live, by the way? When's this going to happen? 6 p.m. So less than 3 hours away. 2.25. Okay.
Debunking themselves once again. Not to mention, Mark Sargent had a great, I think it was Mark Sargent, last year or something, he had a great video also on the ISS, where Don Petit was talking about the washers used in the ISS.
The washers? Talking about a steel washer? Or a rubber washer?
It wouldn't be able to support the pressure from the inside pulling it out. Now they're going to say yes, but they lowered the pressure so it makes it equal. BS. If you're going to have little washers and stuff, you can test it anywhere in a vacuum here. It's going to expand out. Doesn't matter how low you're going to make that. It's the same as a balloon. It's going to stretch out.
So you must be talking about a rubber washer. Rubber washer in a vacuum chamber. Well, I don't see any how to build a vacuum pump. I wouldn't mind having a vacuum chamber. That would be kind of cool. I mean, one like Action Labs has. That would be awesome. Just to be fun to play with. And I've got a vacuum. I got a pump. I don't know if I could make it into a vacuum pump. But yeah, I don't see where they're putting solid things in a vacuum chamber. See, all these things have air trapped in them. I mean, the reason that like rubber expands, it would have air in it. But I don't see anybody putting. Well, it's got rubber washer, but that's not going in a vacuum chamber. Am I missing it? See, fucking marshmallows, because those are filled with air. Yeah, I don't see anybody putting anything solid rubber in a vacuum chamber. No. Only like liquids, like resin, to remove the air from them so they cure clear without voids. But no, I don't see any. I don't see anybody putting a like solid rubber in a vacuum chamber. Huh. Oh well. So yeah, I can't believe what he says until I see it because he has a tendency to tell a fib or two.
It happens. Okay. So I just want to say hi to everybody again that has joined again. Really appreciate all your support. You guys do really mean the world to me, and I do appreciate it. Okay, Daryl. Well, some bodies don't understand focal length or any. Actually, I do understand focal length, Daryl.
No, you don't. You absolutely don't. You've proven that.
And this is the reason why one of my videos are coming out.
So you don't understand why Africa would look huge on in one photo and smaller in another photo. You don't understand that, Flatzoid. You know the video with the girl, you know, closer or further away from the camera with the different focal length. You couldn't understand how that happened.
Soon on why Blackpool.
You thought that things would change with parallax with a higher a higher focal length, then they don't. See, that's what you thought because you don't know anything about photography, Flatzoid.
Tower is higher than the mountain has got to do with focal length. And it's going to be quite devastating. And I really hope that Ranty, which flaked to the globe, you could say, or I would just say sold out, is going to actually be honest with himself and actually do something about responding to this video, because this is actually just going to show why the reasons we do see it. And this just actually comes down to focal length. It compresses the scene. It's as simple as that. Okay. Hey, Lumpy Gas in the vacuum mode. It's good to see you, dude. Also one of the long-time supporters on the channel. Really appreciate you. I'm your Huckleberry. No lumpy gas in the vacuum.
It's the Kayakast.
It's no lumpy gas in the vacuum. Yeah, definitely. Oh, now you're an ISS expert. Please tell me about the NASA number of washers. NASA number of washers. I was just talking about the washer today, and I didn't say anything about being a NASA or ISS expert or anything. It's just telling you it's simple. Okay. Okay, Tamay.
Hey, Logic.
Is the Earth a physical object, yes or no? Earth is ground, so obviously it's physical.
Yeah, yeah.
That's terra firma.
Hey, Citizen 9.
Don't understand why you're trying to create some kind of straw man or red herring out of whatever. What happens when you are blind? What happens when you're blind? Doesn't change the reality around you. Just the way you observe things is different. Simple as that. Note, we use flat by default, meaning we can't find the globe. Exactly, Don.
Look down, dipshit. It's right below your feet.
Everything that you do with measurements or calculations today is based on first flat. You first have to
No, it's not.
have your horizontal baseline, then
No, you don't. You have a horizontal baseline because that's your line of sight. That's your horizontal baseline, where you take the measurement from. It's imaginary, Flatzoid. It's not the Earth. It's imaginary. You could be on a pit on the tippy top of a pointy mountain. That would be your baseline. But that's a point. How can the point be a baseline? See, it's the imaginary baseline we create at that point. You dumb motherfucker.
you go to and do everything, all your measurements and whatever, and then you calculate your drop because of your belief system.
What if a big like tree, like 50 feet wide, right, got dropped from a helicopter, made a big divot in the earth, and that's where you measured from, Flatzoid, and it's all sloped down to where you are. It's all uphill from there, right? You're in a big hole. Would that be horizontal? Would that be a flat baseline? No, see, the ground is sloped, right? Cross section of the ground would be sloped, like a big fist punched a hole in the ground. So how could that be a flat baseline? It's not. See, it's imaginary.
But the problem is, look at all the buildings that's built everywhere and whatever. You don't get any calculations measured.
Yeah, you don't make ground flat by with an auto level or a theodolite. You don't measure the ground flat with a theodolite. You measure the ground. Construction companies come in and they make it flat. That's what construction companies do, Flatzoid. Surveyors don't measure the earth as flat. They measure the earth so that the people who have the heavy equipment can make it flat.
Into it for drop. Now you get the people saying the Verrazano Bridge because the one pillar and the other pillar is like a few inches or something apart.
Yeah.
But you people don't understand. It's just the mechanics for strain. It's got nothing to do with
Mechanics for strain, but Flatzoid, but Flatzoid, but Flatzoid. Oops. But Flatzoid. Let's but Flatzoid. Let's put point here, here, and here, and that's better. My battery ran out. And we'll put a point here, and here, and oops, and here. Then we're measuring. We're measuring. We're measuring, Flatzoid. This is so cool. You can measure this shit. Measure an angle. Go here, here to here. That's 90. See? That's 90. Now we're going to measure this one over here, Flatzoid. And this is to there to there. That's 92. See? See how it's 90? Here, I'll move it so you can see it better. See, it's 90. And then this one over here. Takes a long time to move because it's really precise. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I lose everything? Uh-oh. Shit. Fuck. Oh, I completely lost it. Uh, show axes. No. Shit. Oh, here's. What the fuck, man? Where the fuck is it? Oh, God, I was way the fuck off. What the hell? What the shit? How the fuck is this working here? There it is. Oh my God, I was way off. But anyway, as you can see it's 90 degrees here. It's 90 degrees here. See, Fapzoid, they are perpendicular to the ground. It's perpendicular to the ground, but the top is further away than the bottom is further away. See that, Fapzoid? Do you see that? See if we can measure the length. We can go here. Let's see. This is 17.2. We can move this a little down a little further. We could even make a circle, just to make sure that both are the same distance, right? So they're both the same size. And this one is 20. See, this is further apart than these are. But they're perpendicular to the ground. Now, if we take the same thing, did you see that? Yeah. We take the same thing and we draw a line, right? And then we got a bridge here. We got a post here. And we got a post here. Let's make it here. Just because it's on a line, so it's easier. Now we take the distance from here to here. It's 18. And then we take the distance from here to here. That's 18. See, the angle from here to here to here is 90. And from here to here to here, that's 92. So what do you notice about the difference between these two things, Fapzoid? See, this one matches the reality more than this one does. See, this one doesn't, this isn't how it is in real life. But this one is, Fapzoid.
Earth curve. That, holding it like that is to suspend the torque better so it holds the bridge better because it's built for durability.
But why are they plumb, Fapzoid? See, it's like this. They're plumb to the ground, but yet they're further apart. These are plumb to the ground, but they're the same distance, Fapzoid, top and bottom.
For the weather, so it doesn't warp too much and break. It's got nothing to do with earth curve. It's simply just the mechanics for durability. That's why.
That's my subliminal programming. Hey, George.
We laugh at you when you guys come up with arguments like that. Okay, let's see. What does Globey say? If the world is flat, then how come it isn't?
Good question. See, you guys can't prove that it's flat. All that you think you can do is prove that it isn't a ball. That's all you've done. Well, if it was a globe, then why would this happen? You never say, see, this is how we know that the Earth is flat, because I've got this proof and this evidence and this evidence and this experiment to back it up, and it's been peer reviewed. You don't have that.
How do I answer that? Because it's not flat in your mind, so therefore it isn't.
No, because it's been measured, not flat.
Okay. You believe what you want to believe. Timay, how do you do measurements? Very simple, in different ways. You can use a ruler, you can use a level, you can use anything, pacing even, if you really want to. But at the end of the day, it's still just a unit. It's a calculation-based unit. Okay. We only need to measure short distance and see if there's a drop.
That's what I call my junk, a measurement-based unit.
On a sphere, it is an arc segment. It's not there. Exactly. Every zenith is going to have a new arc segment. You're going to have a new tangent, and therefore you're going to have a new drop. That's why.
What? On a sphere, it is an arc segment. It is not. What the fuck?
They've come up with 8 inches per square mile squared, which is not exactly, it's just an average because they need it, because it's supposed to be a sphere. You don't find this anywhere, and unfortunately that
Yeah, you do. You find it with ships going over the horizon. Yeah, you most certainly do.
is what your maths is. If you don't accept it, you're just throwing away your globe rhetoric, because that's what the accepted average is. I mean, think about even this. At the so-called equator, you're supposed to have 21 kilometers of difference compared to by the poles.
Right. That's why it's an oblate spheroid and not a true sphere or a true spheroid. It's an oblate spheroid. That's the amount of oblateness. But see, you think that should make the Earth look like a fucking Bartlett pear. That's how dumb you are.
You know what a difference that should be on your curve? 21.
Right. Yeah. Echo. What percentage of 4,000 is 24?
24 is 0.6% of 4,000.
0.6%. 0.6%.
0.6% means 6/10 of 1%.
Thank you.
It's the same as 0.006
Stop.
as a decimal.
Echo, stop. See, that's not much, Flatzoid. It's not much.
1 kilometers. Now you're going to say, no, the Earth is too long, it's too wide, too big. You're not going to see it. But then you want to claim things like the black swan is rubbish.
Yes, the black swan is rubbish. Actually, the black swan is not rubbish. It's a perfectly good example of very drastic refraction, very adverse refraction. That's what it's an example of. How massive refraction looks over water. It's exactly what that is.
It's refracting over horizon. That's not that far away. Very nonsensical. Okay.
But you keep saying that the horizon is optical. Yes, the black swan is a very good example of how optical it is.
If measurements work and the Earth is physical, why can't you measure it? How are you going to measure a flat horizontal plane, Tim?
With surveying equipment, dipshit.
You know it's horizontal, so you've already measured the horizontal.
What you do is you go over a lake, right? You go to a lake and you set up a stick, a pole, a measuring stick with a mark on it, right? You know exactly how high that mark is, like 6 feet. And then you put that on one side of a lake that has a good distance to it, 2-3 miles. And then you anchor it so it doesn't tip over. Put it on a stand, right? You have one on a tripod. And then you go, or you have a helper who can stand there and hold it. And then you go to the other side of the lake with a auto level, and you set that auto level at the exact same height as the mark on that stick. And then you look through the thing. You look through the optics. And what will you see, Flatzoid? If the Earth is flat, you should see this optic in the center. You should see this mark dead center in the center of this optic. But you know what we see, Flatzoid? And I can move this over like this. And move this over to here, just so it's not so drastic. What you can do, what you see, Flatzoid, is you see that. That's what you fucking see. Actually, because this isn't one of the things. This is the mark. See, what you see in reality is a circle, and in the center of that circle you see this. Damn it. Oh. This is what you see, Fapzoid. That's what you see in the circle, in this eyepiece. You know why? Because it's lower than your line of sight. Because it's on a fucking curve, dumb fuck. This is what you see. You do not see this. That's not what you see in reality, Fapzoid. This is what you see. This represents this. This is not reality. This represents this. This is reality.
Horizontal. You have your base. Now you have topography
Hey,
that you are
Hey, Calder.
measuring on. So that's why you get slopes and inclines and stuff, which is based on that horizontal. That's practically your measurement. But yeah, you guys with your globe, you first have to use that horizontal baseline. Then you have to go and say, oh, look, I'm measuring a slope on this horizontal or incline on this horizontal, and therefore it has to be drop, a sphere. In the meantime, it's just the topography. It's just mostly optical.
If you use a surveyor's can't remember what name it is, like an Alberts or something like that. It's a surveyor's transit. It's basically just a little telescope, kind of like basically a macroscope with a level that's on a protractor. And you look at what you need to see the height of, the angle of, and then you move that protractor until you see that bubble level go level. Then you just stop moving it and you look what the angle is. You don't need anything horizontal, Fapzoid. There's nothing, absolutely nothing about a horizontal. In an auto level, you don't need a horizontal, Fapzoid. It levels itself. It uses gravity. So you're a fucking moron. You do not know what you're fucking talking about.
It's very simple. Hey, Price Adam, you got trolls? Yes. Hey, I think that's another shirt idea. You got trolls. I think that's my channel is unfortunately littered with trolls for all the new people here. I think at the end of the day, I'm going to have to start ignoring the trolls because it just never ends. It circle jerks over and over and over. But I really appreciate all you guys support, even the trolls at this moment, because remember, when they're here, they are supporting me, even though they're not intending to. How are you, my love, my darling hamburger? I ate lekker hamburgers last night. Really enjoyed it. My kids love hamburgers. I think tonight I'm going to make pizza again. Speaking of pizza, I do have a video on my channel. What Flat Earth and pizza have in common. If you want to see.
The fuck was that? My kids really love hamburgers. We're having pizza tonight. What? You just said, dude.
See more of that type of content, let me know, because I do enjoy doing things with self-improvement and creating things. I'm a guy that likes to work with my hands. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, we know about you working with your hands, Fapzoid.
Okay.
We know about that.
Let's see. Trolls are kind of like scabbies. But as long as no threats are made, the trolls will help us be honest. They always talk nonsense. Exactly. They're just like scabs that just appear out of nowhere. And the more you pull them off, the more they come back.
Scabs just appear out of nowhere? What the fuck are you talking about, Fapzoid? Scabs don't appear out of nowhere. I mean, they do for like a meth addict, or a junkie. But normal people, usually when you get a scab, you know where the fuck it came from. I mean, that's been it's been my observation. You just don't wake up in the morning and say, "Wow, a scab. Where the fuck did that come from?" Wheels McKeegan, you're an idiot shot. Oh, okay. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Is that, I mean, I remember on my channel last
And you don't get a shield.
year or something, I got so fed up with the trolls, I started hiding them from my channel. Then they started calling me Sensoroid.
Yeah, because you don't like people proving you wrong, because you're a narcissistic dipshit with high on the Dunning-Kruger chart, and you have a ego, and you can't stand to be proven wrong, so you delete anyone who proves you wrong.
Now I just don't censor anybody, you could say. I just leave them be, but they just don't shut up. They go on about preaching their globe.
Well, stop being a flat earther. You know, if you quit being a flat earther, quit being stupid, people won't prove that you're stupid.
Preaching their globe over.
Yeah, we got a troll.
And over. And that's actually a very sad state. But hey, if you got to ease your cognitive pain by coming on my channel and trolling, that's your problem. Okay. Ooh, evolution. That's also one of the, and the Big Bang as well. It's also one of the topics we can be discussing on one of the live streams if you guys really want to. Just have to let me know. You're already ignoring me. Who's ignoring you, Payne Ashashil? It's not difficult to ignore you. Do you get things really wrong? I think it was you that was talking to Adam Meakin. Yes, shout out to Adam Meakin on Flat Earth Debate. Also, great channel to go and watch is Nathan Oakley's Flat Earth Debate. They still just kill it every day with everybody, and that's why you don't get the Globe guys going on there, because...
No, they don't kill it every day. They, it's damage control and cult indoctrination.
They're just too scared to talk. Heck, they're too scared.
So no Glober goes on their channel because they're just too scared. No, they're tired of getting muted, talked over, and then booted. That's what we're tired of. That's why no one goes on his channel, Fapzoid.
Scared to even come on here and talk to me properly. So, yeah. I mean, I invited Conspiracy Cats last night to come on the stream so we can go through it, because he's still pushing that I deleted those frames, I'm dishonest, and I'm lying to everybody.
Yes, and he went over it with you on a live stream, Fapzoid, and proved it. So that happened probably later than this was aired.
And I asked him, okay, then back it up. Show me a video where I deleted these frames and I do not show all the frames in the video. He has yet to even show me one of them or tried to bring up one of them. Instead, he makes excuses why he can't be on the stream today. He wants me to go on a neutral platform with him on Mr. Sensible to talk about it. I'm talking about it now.
Yeah, see, you have the power to block people or mute people or boot people on your platform. That's why he wants to go on a neutral platform. So neither of you have the power to do that.
On my platform. Instead of making excuses, he could have just come on here and said, showed me where I did not show any, where I've deleted these frames on my channel that I did.
I love fondue. I love fondue. Cooking with fire on a table. It's just fucking awesome. Doing everything that your mother told you not to do with fire. For food. That's great. I love it. Love it. We used to have, we had like 3 fondue pots hooked up, 3 or 4. We had one with hot oil so you could cook meat or, beef or chicken or pork. And then we had one with white chocolate, one with dark chocolate for dessert. And then we had one that had cheese with like a little white wine mixed into it. Gives it a little bit of kick and a little more flavor for like bread and veggies and stuff. Man, we made a night of fondue at our house.
On my videos, and instead, run away like a scaredy cat he is. But he knows he has to make excuses, because if he had to come and show, what's he going to do? You're just going to see him stand up.
Break down the video frame by frame and show where you've removed it, and then show the geometry and the trigonometry behind when it disappeared and when the splash happened, and the geometry of the Earth, and show how that matches what we would expect on a sphere, on a ball Earth? You think that's maybe what he'd do? You think maybe that's exactly what fucking happened?
Because I'm going to show him that part. Look, there's all the frames. What now? Then he's going to.
What, the part that you wrote on the thing in a video editing software, that there's all the frames? You're gonna show that what you wrote on it after you deleted frames from it and admitted you did? See, you admitted you did when you said I removed the miraging. He doesn't believe that. He doesn't understand that. That you admitting that you removed the miraging is you admitting that you remove frames, because what are those frames? What are those mirages on? They're on frames, moron. You can't remove one without removing the other. You can't. It's like, I removed the floor, but I didn't remove the wax on the floor. I left the wax there on the under the floor. It's fucking ignorant, man. Surely you can't believe what you're saying. You cannot believe the words coming out of your mouth.
Going to have to try and obfuscate, and he can't. So, yeah. Let's get going to the next one. Professor Phil Bell, welcome. Good to see you here. We have mapping satellites whose job is to map the entire world, like Trostel 3 with personnel involved. Yes, they map it out, but how do they map it out? Section by section. It's triangulated sections. You think geostationary satellites and whatever and balloon sats do not exist on reality, flat Earth?
Yeah, that's not what they use, Fapzoid. They use a satellite.
I've got some news for you.
They don't call balloon satellites sats. That's not the designation. See, what you're talking about is a weather balloon.
Phil, that's all it is. It's just mapping out over a horizontal.
This is like 3 years old, Calder. This is from 3 years ago.
That's all. It's like taking a magazine, cutting out snippets and pasting it together to make one full image. How can I put it? I don't know if you've seen some of that art where the people take people's faces and they cut them out. And you see them taking a nice big A1 paper or something and they gluing them together. And at the end of the day, when you put it away, you can see it and you see the whole image of someone's face. And in the meantime, it's just little images of people's faces inside. It's the same thing. All it is. It's just.
No, it's not Fapzoid. Not at all.
Masking and pasting together. Okay. Let's see what the next guy says. Globally, from experience in the field during repeated observations, we have easily concluded that either there is no curvature of the Earth, must not be 24. Exactly. That's why the black swan is so devastating to these guys. That's why they have to run away, because they don't have physical curve.
From experience in the field. Yeah. Yeah, says the guy whose field is fucking Hollywood Boulevard. Who wears a fucking lab coat and just stands out on Hollywood Boulevard on the weekends. That's his research. That's his field of research. Hookers and fucking junkies and tourists.
Thank you. Oops, no curve. 11 frames to say. They don't have physical curve. They're conceding that it's an optical curve, and therefore they don't have physicality.
Yes, the apparent horizon is optical. Yes, Fapzoid, but it's been measured as spherical. So you wouldn't have an horizon that would be in front of anything. That you couldn't actually see the horizon. It would just blur out on a flat Earth.
To measure their physical radius. That's why they have to calculate the radius, and when shown against actually physical observations, optical observations, everything doesn't matter. We're showing observation. It does not work. The globe it's finished.
Right. We don't go by just observation, Flatzoid. You know, you're one of those people that just hounds other people about the scientific method. Was it put through scientific method? What's the independent variable? How was it put? Well, where's the scientific method for flat Earth, Flatzoid, or the black swan, or anything else that you claim has anything to do with the flat Earth? Where's your scientific method? Hey, Clarence, where? You demand it of everyone else, Flatzoid, but you never hold yourself to your own standards. Why is that?
There's no physical horizon to measure. There's no physical horizon nowhere. It's always just optical.
No one measures the horizon, Flatzoid. There's not one person in the history of forever has anyone needed to measure the distance to the optical horizon. Nobody. Ever. That's not something that's needed or done. What the fuck do you keep needing it or needing people to do it for? Or talking about it? It has nothing to do with anything. Weather changes, man. The distance to the horizon, to the optical horizon, changes with the weather. But dumb motherfuckers like you think that means the size of the Earth must fucking change. Has he changed his tune lately? He's still an annoying fuck.
It moves across the horizontal plane because it's optical, not physical. Thank you, Black Swan. Hey, Blue Mobile Science.
So those oil derricks, those oil platforms aren't physical? Because in the Black Swan, they change position, right? The place where it in the Black Swan, in the original day one Zoom footage that BMLSB deleted and then re-uploaded the video without that footage in it, it shows the platforms as the water line is the same all the way across, right? And that's the horizon. But then in the Black Swan, it looks like this, right? It's different. And then the horizon's beyond it. Horizon's here, and then you got the one platform and the other. What happened, Flatzoid? Why did they change if it's not physical?
Good to see you. I'm almost finished with that video. It hopefully should be out tomorrow about your Cavendish. Thank you for bringing that video with me saying.
Yes, it is very dumb.
Yes, it's just talk. I do literally do agree.
Idiot.
It is just
it's
talk.
Optical, not physical.
Thank you very much. So let's see what you have to say.
My life is so meaningless and so fucked up. I gotta have a catchphrase.
Scabies is what we called the 7-year itch. It's caused by the itch, mate. It's not.
It's called scabies. Hey, Curious UK.
The scab. It's caused by the itch. Well, I don't really have itching with scabs.
No, it's called a viral infection or a bacterial infection. It might be a biological, might be a parasite. Hold on. What causes scabies? Caused by an infestation of the skin by the microscopic mite. Oh, it's a mite. It's a biological infection. Okay. Yuck. Like little bugs. Yeah, yummy.
They just irritate me. Okay. Let's see. You are scared as Nathan to go on neutral plan. Am I? Okay. I've been on Mr. Sensible's channel. I've been on Craig Fighter Flatter's channel. I've been on Ken Panda's channels. I've been on how many channels? Since when have I ever been scared to debate? No, I've just decided not to debate anymore because it doesn't go anywhere. Look at last night again with Brian Leak and Mr. Sensible.
Because you get your ass kicked every time you debate, Flatzoid. You got tired of getting embarrassed.
Every single thing Mr. Sensible said was totally wrong. I've got physical videos of me demonstrating physically how wrong he is. He just kept on saying the same things over and over based on his rhetoric, based on his belief. The sun is this parallel sun rays. It's all
Yes, they are parallel sun rays. So I've got a video of it on my hard drive. I can show it to you. We can watch it.
It's insane to come and tell me sun rays are parallel while I have a video showing divergent rays. Where you go outside, all you see is divergent rays. That's why I said debating doesn't go anywhere. There's no actual debate structure. You could.
Is this the video you have, Fapzoid? Is this the video you have? See how they're parallel? And then they diverge when you get at a lower angle to them, like perspective demands. See how they're all diverging like this? See how they're at angles? They aren't parallel. But look at where they were when you were directly overhead, Fapzoid. They're parallel. Rays that diverge can never be parallel. So, unless you're looking at them like from the big end or from the little end, right? But we're looking at it 90 degrees to them. This shows how they're parallel, and then you get lower, like railroad tracks, they diverge, right? Like here. See, these are like the railroad tracks, but just like railroad tracks, they're parallel.
Say on modern day debate, they do have a debate structure at least, but it's still, the end game doesn't go anywhere. You got the Globie sitting this side saying, oh, great, he thrashed this guy, and you got the flat earth this side, oh, he flashed this guy. But at the end of the day, what did it achieve? Nothing.
Prove that you're a dumb fuck. See, that's what happens in all debates. You spew your horse shit, the world sees it, and they go, God, that guy was dumb as fuck.
Because it's still going to stay. The flat earth side's going to say, oh, yes, I know what I did. I got it right. And I preached my preach to him. And he.
It's like chiggers. I've had chiggers. Those suck.
He got thrashed. And you got the anti-flat earth side. But yes, I showed him, but he's just ignoring me as usual. And that's about it. That's why I don't debate anyone anymore. There is no curvature at any distance. Agreed. At any location, under any conditions, not even 1 inch. Exactly, because it's always just optical. You're going to need physicality to have that curve, which they threw away when they told me 11 frames. And when the Black Swan came out. You wouldn't get scraps from scratching continuously. I think it depends how often you scratch. I mean, I'm not going to go and scratch myself that I'm going to bleed and keep getting scraps. That's just nonsensical. Okay. Claim refraction if you want, which means optical. Try it yourself. The formula of 8 inches per mile squared is highly accurate for our purposes. And exactly, I mean, anybody, they will use the 8 inches per mile squared because it's supposed to be accurate up to 100 miles. Since when do we do observations further than 100 miles? Never actually. So if you're saying it's not 8 inches per square mile is not correct, you're just throwing away, again, your globe rhetoric. And by the way, I do also have 3 videos. I'll probably link in the description below after the video, after the live stream, where I went through some curve math formulas. There's actually 3 videos, the 3 parts, and we see how wrong it actually is. And it doesn't work with reality. So yes, there is some maths for you guys out there because we know how the anti-flat earthers love math. Okay. Lumpy gas in a vacuum. Dead duck only shows that refraction exists. Yes, NASA, and if you still...
Yeah, that's what the Black Swan shows, that refraction exists. That's all it showed. Didn't show that the Earth is flat.
Ignorant to understand, the Black Swan shows refraction exists, it's showing it's optical and not physical. Hence, oops, no curve.
No, it means that that on the curved Earth, the amount of refraction and what it did to those towers is exactly what we'd expect to see on a curved Earth. That's what it showed.
Optical, not physical. If you are screaming refraction, you are screaming it's optical, not physical. If you are saying you took frames out, you're screaming it's optical, not physical.
No, We say you physically removed frames because you dishonestly tried to take the curvature out of the curved Earth. That's what we're saying.
I don't know how we can explain it any other different to you guys.
Hmm.
Any of the
What a lying rat bastard. Hey, Clive Wells, how you doing?
guys here not
Oh no,
understanding?
not what the fuck. I'm looking at it. I accidentally clicked on MC Tunes live stream, and I'm like, wow, how'd all these people come into my fucking video? Because I saw Real Cygnus's name, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
How that works? I mean, I think it's quite simple. I can show that video again for some of the people if you haven't watched it yet, so we can go through it again if you want.
Nah,
Type yes if you think I should show the
nah,
video
we won't
as
watch
I
it again.
claimed from the beginning to everybody. So if you want to be dishonest and tell me once again, I remove frames, you're just going and conceding. You have no physical curve, it's optical. Because the argument for the last 3 years from you Globers was, you removed my curve.
No, we say you remove frames. You say, well, I just removed the curvature. That's what you say. We don't say you removed curve. We say you removed 11 frames because you think it removes the curvature. That's how dumb and dishonest you are, dumb fuck.
So me removing your physical curve means it's optical because I removed optical effects. Thank you for playing. So yeah.
Wow, what a dishonest motherfucker this guy is.
Yes, when they come with refraction, they are just
Amazing.
simply saying it's an optical phenomena that they observe and not physical. No physical curve, optical. This whole stream is just showing everything is optical, and the globe, well, falls apart because it never had physicality to begin with. Yes.
Then why did you have to take curve away?
The problem with the globe belief system is that they take what we see as observations in reality, which is optical, and because they don't
Are you serious? A human took on the name rat scabies? Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's funny as shit.
understand that it's just optical, they have to have physicality. They take this perspective
That's a better name than Taserface.
aspect of it and try to see it as physical.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
What about all the people that measured it as physical Fapzoid? What about those people? You know, that used spherical excess that you can't use on a flat Earth. What about those people, Fapzoid?
hey, Will Brax, good to see you, dude. I'm doing well. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Yes, Jazel, it's Illusionable. Welcome. Good to see you here as well. It's good to see everybody coming in. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just optical, as I say. Oh, it's great to catch. I'm glad.
You keep saying that like a mantra. You keep repeating the same thing over and over, Fapzoid, like you're trying to convince yourself of it. It's like your mantra.
Glad you could make it. Like I was saying, I do have 2 streams now on a Saturday. I have it in the afternoon for this guy, for all of us on the side of the plane, and on Sunday I wake up early so I can come here and, well, do another stream for you guys. At least on a Sunday morning, because it's so early, I can also maybe have longer streams, because usually run just over an
Yeah, he's arguing against physicality. He's arguing that something isn't physical.
hour maybe. I was thinking we can maybe do 2-hour streams or whatever when it comes to the Sunday mornings. I still got a lot of topics I'd like to discuss as well with live streams. If you guys have any ideas, you're more than welcome to share them. As I was saying, I'm here for you guys, and I want to make better content for everybody. And I do enjoy chatting to everybody. Hopefully we can get...
Well, you could try being honest. That would be better content, Fapzoid. Instead of you lying your ass off every 5 minutes.
Start getting guests on sometime. So we get it from there. Okay. So
Rat scabies.
now that the
Jesus
sun's starting to
Christ.
come up, I can feel my hands are getting quite cold. Oh, Well, it's good to be here. It's good to see you guys. And yes, once again, I do have a Patreon shop. Link is description, a Patreon subscription if you want to help me support this channel so I can get
2 for 1 on crayons.
better equipment. I hope the sound's still not cracking like they were saying it was in the beginning, because it does sound fine on my side. So yes, all your support is really helpful to me, and I want to say thank you again to the Patreon supporters that are here. I got two Rooster Dens, Kiki Seabass and Michael Kahn. Shout out to you guys again. Thank you for joining the Rooster Den. I really appreciate it. And yes, and I can start saving up to get better equipment so I can make better content for all you guys. Also available, I do have a merch shop. I'm going to start, I got a few designs already up. I'm going to start putting other ones as well. Got some cool ideas. And well, at the end of the day, also, if you become a Patreon member, you get discounts. So let's take it from there. And I just want to say thanks to all you guys that are here. Okay. So I've been seeing while we were watching that video that people are talking about sunsets. Well, sunset on a flat Earth is actually very simple because we live in reality, which is flat. It's a horizontal plane, and we have to.
Okay. How high is the sun? How high is the sun? 3,000 miles? Okay, show us how a sun that's 3,000 miles away can go 6,000 miles away from us and appear at the horizon. Show us Fapzoid. Show us that geometry. How does that work? Or that it'd be trigonometry. Show us how that trig works.
Topography. So I do have videos showing this on my channel as well. I'm probably going to have to link that as well because we do so much demonstrations. We literally have to link practically a whole channel just to show demonstrations for everyone because people don't get it. How a sun sets. There's no such thing as a sunset. It's just explanation on what you see. So it's the sun moving out over the horizontal plane in the distance. It's moving. As it's getting further away over the horizontal plane, those angles are getting limited. The ground and the topography in front, closer, is going to occult it at the back. Because
no, how does that happen, Fapzoid? How does that fucking work? I mean, how? How does that fucking work? Because, let's say you're here, and the sun is here. How does the sun get to here, Fapzoid? How does it get to here? Can you explain that? Please explain that. I mean, seriously. Please explain how this gets down here in your field of view, because the distance, because the angle between here and the ground is about 19 degrees. So how can it get down to here, Fapzoid? He just said there's no such thing as a sunset. Yeah. He says stupid shit like that. Hey, white trash.
because it's going to, due to perspective, it's going to appear to converge into the convergence zone. So as it's going into that convergence zone, you're going to get the floor, the surface, the sea, the waves, the mountains, or whatever, is going to have a larger angle between you and the sun, and that's going to occult the sun, and that.
How? How, Fapzoid? How does it occult the sun? Let's say your little pinhead is like right here. Right? How is that going? How is this? See, your line of sight from your little pinhead eye to here and to here, the ground is nowhere near this fucking cone of vision. Right? This is what you see in your field of view of the sun. How is this getting in the way? How is this getting in the way of this?
That's why you get light rays seeming to go up because you are between the sun and the mountain or sea or whatever. It's all just got to do with angles.
He has no fucking clue what he's talking about. He doesn't understand anything. Doesn't understand perspective. But he claims to have been a fucking graphic designer for 10 years. Oh my God, he's pitiful.
It's just optical. So it compresses into the scene, and therefore you get your sunset or sunrise. It's got nothing to do with physical curve. That's just an ignorant statement. Flat Earth don't even agree on what their fantasy is. What are you talking about, Mr. Slip?
Because you don't have a model. You can't decide on a map or a model of your flat Earth. You can't. You've not measured anything, so you can't make a model. You can't agree on a map, so there's no proof there. That's exactly what he's at. It's exactly what he's saying, Fapzoid.
We're saying the same things, but
all we have is no. You're not saying the same things. You say different things. That's why the great falling out, Fapzoid. That's why Roger isn't on your show anymore. That's why Vicky isn't on your show anymore. Because it just nobody can agree on anything.
okay.
Hey Lisa, how you doing?
And another butter troll. BS explanation of the sunset. No, it's actual, how can I put it, demonstrated.
But it's not. See, this is the geometry of it, Fapzoid. The sun can never get lower than this angle. This is being generous. This is being generous. Even if we put it down here, no, it will work. How can we just move something? Can we move this? Even if we put it way down the fuck here, man. What the hell? Oh, here. Right? Even down here, 11 degrees. This is really fucking low this is low in altitude. You could fly planes into this, dude. If the sun is low enough to be on the horizon on a flat Earth, the planes would hit it. You could throw a baseball at it from somewhere on the Earth.
Explanation. Like I said, I do have on my channel. I'll put it on so you guys can actually see. Let's see what Dan says. Again, welcome Dan to the channel. Really glad you could come. A real sunset on a globe must be within the same stupid distances they say boats disappear. Exactly. Well,
no. If I'm standing right here and I got a building that's 50 feet away from me and then a car goes behind it, does that car have to be at the same distance from me to the building? Is that what you're saying, Dan? Is that what you're fucking... It's exactly what you're saying, isn't it? That you don't have any depth perception? That things can't block other things that are far, far fucking away? Is that what you're saying, Dan? You fucking moron.
it depends because the sun is so high, but I mean, it's supposedly 93, 94 million miles or whatever. They want to change it every year because it keeps changing constantly because they can't get their model right.
No, the model's set. The model's already created, dumb fuck. We don't get the model right. The model's already measured.
So
fucking dork.
Yeah, it's just
fucking Dorcas Malorcas here.
Perspective, where we say it's the sun moving away over a flat plane. They say it's us tilting or rolling away from the sun.
No, it's actually the Earth spinning. Just the Earth spinning. That's what it is. You aren't tilting away, like, nah, getting thrown off balance and shit, like you like to fucking pretend. Now, none of that's happening. We're moving with the Earth and the Earth spins. That's all that's happening, man. We are going over backwards. Ah!
Yeah. Okay. Globy World knows
Jeez, hadn't seen that name in a long time.
perspective at all in sunset. Exactly. They just throw away any optical perspective because they don't understand it. I think they're scared of it because what they observe is actually just perspective, and they take it and say it's physical. It's a bit insane if you have to ask me.
So funny. 80 miles? Is that what Mikey said? 80 miles?
93 million miles has never changed another lie. Is it a lie? It has changed. It's almost sitting at 94 million miles now. Mr. Slither, don't you know your own model? And at one stage it was at 91 million miles. Don't you know your own rhetoric? You know, it does change quite often. Even the atmosphere has said to be past the moon, remember, in the last 2 years?
No, and it's not the past 2 years. They've known about that cloud of helium for 50. They only fucking did a news article about it in the past few years. But no, we've known about that for decades, man. That doesn't mean that our atmosphere is around the moon, dumb fuck.
So if your globe is so consistent, why does the rhetoric keep having to change? And when we do bring it up to you guys, you tell us we're lying. Stop being dishonest with yourself and just get over it. We're here for you, okay?
Yeah, whatever.
I have a new FE vlog on YouTube, and it's an hour, and QE posted it today on his live stream. Awesome, Lumpy. I'm going to go check it out. Would you be able to drop me a link so I can maybe put in my description box after the live stream as well?
Good for him.
I think everybody would like to see it.
He
You
did
are
a
on Discord, so you can
thing.
just stick it in there for me.
He did
Great,
a
man.
thing. That's awesome.
93 million bong loads later. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mr. Slithers, constant lying and absolutely no consensus. Again, what lying? This stream is dedicated to showing you the only people lying are you anti-flat earth trolls coming here. I'm backed up my claim that all the frames are there, as I've been saying for the last 3 years. So, only one's lying.
But see, you were caught out. We proved that this right here, what you're saying right here in this video, was a lie, Fapzoid. That's what has been proven. Hey, have you been? Did I miss you? I think I remember saying your name. Hello, my mom bakes cakes. Hello.
Are you guys? And it's a very sad state to think you can actually come here and tell me I'm lying while you, in fact, all you do is lie constantly. And
this is from 3 years ago. So this is old.
Consensus is definitely not why we are here. We don't care what the world thinks of us. Otherwise, we wouldn't be flat earthers. We're just here for the truth. Hey, Captain Caveman, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, thanks, Lumpy. We'll look for the DM and I'll stick it in there, dude. RH, welcome. Good to see you.
The demon. There's the demon. There's the demon right there. Listen to that demon voice. Listen. That's a demon.
Great to see you guys, everybody joining. I was really enjoying it. And then MM, still 11 frames missing. I just showed the video twice actually in the stream. If you want, you can go back because I don't think we're going to show it again. We don't need to. But it's definitely not 11 frames, and I definitely have all the frames in the video, as I've said before. So if you want...
I think there was also some about him taking the frames out and then changing the frame rate so that if you counted the number of frames, it'd be the same as with its reds. I think something about that. Hey, Brendan.
You can get one of your priest's rhetoric to actually review the footage again and then actually make his mistake known. Because if
right, they did review it with you on the show, proved how dishonest you are. That's what happened, Fapzoid.
If he's going to concede, hey, he might as well do it publicly. Hey, because the guy just thinks if something comes out his mouth.
And that happened like just a couple months ago. So old Flatzoid wouldn't have remembered it.
It's
Wouldn't
how it
know
is.
about
But
it.
the guy's one of the dumbest anti-flatter trolls I've ever seen in my life. But yeah.
You fucking ate your lunch.
Got a light to blur.
Why do you keep letting idiots eat your lunch, Flatzoid? Why is that?
A steal to blur, apparently. Yeah, they got a steal perspective to make it physical. And they got a lie to say it's physical while they're saying in the same sentence it's optical. It's just nonsensical. Okay. Oh, got a lie to anti-planet Earth troll.
If can you see the baseball that I have in my hand, Flatzoid? Can you see it? You can't, right? You know why? Because there's not a baseball there. It's not physical. You get the point?
Okay. First need a planet to actually be anti-planets, just to let you know. Okay. There is still Red's analysis, Flatzoid. Yes, and the analysis is wrong. I mean, like I'm saying, do you know changing the actual speed of the video also changes the amount of frames it shows? You guys just never knew this. So instead, you get guys like Sean Hawkins and whatever counting their frame rate on their computer and saying it was 15 or 11 or 13 at stages 21. That's why you guys can't come up with the actual amount and just settled on 11. It's because you guys don't actually know. It's because it changes because you guys want to push a narrative that
Actually, Red's told us what the frame rate was and how many frames were missing.
it's not true. Okay?
See, it doesn't matter what the frame rate is. If if the number of frames that you have of that video changes from the original, it kind of means you took frames out.
Plain and simple, I showed you. It's just 3 frames for the optical effect, which is removed with the whole video.
Which is removed. 3 frames removed. There, you admitted it. But he didn't remove any.
Showing all the frames. Time to get with it. Okay? Every time you bring it up, you're throwing your globe girth away. Okay, let's go. I was looking today at the claims of what a teaspoon and a neutron of a what? Or claims of what a teaspoon of a neutron star should weigh on Earth, and I got so many different range of numbers, from 1 million pounds to 100 billion pounds, and what more? Exactly. That's
Okay. So you can't understand simple geometry and simple perspective, but you're gonna fucking get into this shit? All right. If you like someone who doesn't understand, who can't read English, wanting to get into fucking Shakespeare and shit. Like someone who's never picked up a guitar before says, okay, I want to be able to play classical gas. Right now, just gotta do it. See, you don't even know how to play, but yet you're gonna fucking get into how to play, or you're gonna criticize someone how they play classical gas. Yeah, okay, whatever, buddy.
to be BS because they keep on having to make up this stuff over and over.
It's like, show us proof of flat Earth. Well, what about fucking dark matter?
Keep spinning, Globeheads. Yes. Awesome. Thanks, Lumpy. I'll go and check just now. I'll quickly stick it on after the stream. Guys, definitely pay attention to that and go on.
Dan's one of those dumb fucks who thinks that he can like convert people to flat Earth just by his soothing fucking AM radio voice, but he can't. And then when that fails, right, when his fucking charisma value at 1 fails to convince people, then he cusses them out and fucking yells at them.
Do advise anybody that watches the streams to go afterwards into the description boxes and just call me.
Yeah, I was a critic of him from like day 1, man. He's hated me for six solid fucking years.
If I haven't put on the links that I said I would put on, please, because I do sometimes forget. That's quite long.
I've been destroying him for 6 years.
And then yes, if I do put the links, I advise you to go and look, because I'm not going to call it out and put it on if I don't think it's necessary. What kind of music you like, Cats? Or is this for Slithers? Well, Cats has so many soccer accounts these days, I don't know who is who, because he's even admitted he's got so much soccer accounts. And it's sad because...
Right, he has 3. He has 3. Or had 3.
If you are a troll, you're going to have multiple soccer accounts to go and troll.
How many do you have, Flatzoid? You've got at least two. At least two, maybe three.
Doesn't seem very honest to me. Let's change the banner again. I got a merch shop available. And again, once again, I just want to say thank you to all my Patreon supporters. You guys really do help. Okay. Mr. Slither says he's Mr. Sensible. I highly doubt that because your whole, how can I put it? The way you type and stuff is not Mr. Sensible. Everybody's got a different type of language. And Mr. Sensible definitely, I would say, is much more dignified, if I have to put it that way, than you, Mr. Slither. So you're definitely not. Okay. Mondelbrot said, welcome to the stream, dude. Gone. The Waterman, how much does a teaspoon of angles weigh? That's a nonsensical question. How much a teaspoon of angles weigh? First of all, angles don't weigh anything because
That's not angles. Angles is spelled Angles. That word is angels. See, you are a Christian, and you didn't know what the word angels was. Good one, man. Awesome.
angles is just a way to measure or calculate.
Hey, U.S. Editor, how you doing? So he's like the most devout person on the planet, but he misread angels.
Based on optical observation. And you can actually use it to measure physical too, but the angle itself is just optical. But you get physical attributes based on the angular measurements. Okay. Okay. Then there we get it. He admits it. Trillions of accounts. Indeed, I'm a troll. Yes. It's amazing how much trolls come from the anti-flat earth side, eh? And he's Jose. No, also not Jose. Jose or Jose. I don't know really how to pronounce it. Sorry, dude, if I'm butchering your name. Everything in the Earth's atmosphere. Does the Earth have atmosphere? Yes, they say it's got atmosphere, but that's again an oxymoron, as everybody likes to say, because
everything is in the Earth's atmosphere. No, it isn't, Gary. It's fucking not.
There's no such thing as atmosphere. You get air, which is atmo, which is gas. It does not take sphere shape. It takes the shape of its container. So if you're saying atmosphere,
my house is smarter than Flatzoid. It has 90 degrees in every angle or every corner.
You are in total saying we have sphere-shaped air, or we are contained in a sphere shape, and that's why we got air inside. So it would be a closed system, but the problem you have is you say it's an open system, so you cannot make that claim of atmosphere, really. And to have pressure, you require.
We say it's a closed system. It's technically an open system because we've sent people to space and we have stuff like asteroids and shit that come into our atmosphere from outside. And part of the gas escapes, the lighter gas like helium. And but it's not. We don't get as much of an exchange for it to be considered an open system. So we just call it a closed system.
Require containment. We have pressure, therefore we have containment. We have pressure gradient after we have pressure. Cool. Okay, Slithers, are they?
Right, we have pressure gradient because of gravity, dipshit.
You just discriminated you Cat's name, and Cat is way more pathetic and Preswell big guy than he let on. Yeah, I think Cat is quite sad. I don't think he's literally at a stage where he's happy. I think he's putting on. He's happy because he knows, look at that haunted house video where he said how devastating it would be to him if Flat Earth was true. So he has to lie to himself constantly and deceive, and that's why he trolls channels. That's why he comes and he can't really, he has to obfuscate and try and push a narrative of dishonesty on people because he doesn't really have anything.
Wow, the irony.
Gary Y. Wenger, elevation angles to Polaris are just simple perspective angles. Exactly. With this
no, it's a linear function. It's a linear relationship with distance, and that's impossible on a flat Earth. Fucking impossible. So
your angles changes, and that's why you get different elevation angles. I can't make it any more clearer than that. Okay. You guys are very funny.
It's been rainy and fucking nasty for a lot. So I still want to do that observation where I measure off different distances from the tower, the radio tower, the cell tower downtown, and I'm going to measure what the angle is to that cell tower every like 20 feet or 50 feet or 100 feet. And yeah, I want to show that it's not the way it would be on a curved Earth, right? If it had the scaled down curvature of that distance, it wouldn't be the same. So just to show it's not a linear, want to prove that it's not a linear relationship. I've done it on fucking, I've done it in GeoGebra, in Blender, and on paper, and with a physical model. So I'd like to do it a fourth way or a fifth way, like in real life, to scale
So,
it.
so what have we learned today, folks? We learned that, oops, my curve is, what? Oops, no curve video has shown all the frames there, even though the trolls and anti-flat earthers the last 3 years have told me it's not deleted. And we've seen that when you bring it up, it's physically not possible to be there. You've taken your argument of physicality and you've thrown it in the bin, because when I removed an optical effect, I've taken your physical curve with it. Thank you for playing.
Yeah. So if the Earth wasn't curved, why did you have to take curve away? That's my major question.
That's true, Lumpy. That's true. He's even admitted it himself. He's got multiple accounts. I mean, I see daily he comes onto my channel and starts trolling me with multiple accounts. Unfortunately, that's not the behavior of a very honest person, is it? Okay. Let's see. Mr. Slithers again. The anti-flat earth planet trolls cannot answer anything. Thanks for playing. We've been answering the whole time, but yeah, you don't really have the how can I put it, brain cells to be able to comprehend what we're saying.
So I asked you for a map, model, and measurement of your flat Earth, and you said all maps, all models, and all measurements. So, yeah, thanks for playing.
Because the 2 brain cells you do have is only keeping your life to breathe. So you don't really have any spare change to understand the argument at hand. Okay. Well, I don't know. Should I be still entertaining these trolls, or do you guys think I should just start ignoring them? Because they do just flood the flat earth channels all the time. I just want to say again, thank you for everybody that has come. I do enjoy it. Do you guys want to go the stream longer? I can still go on another about 40 minutes, really, if you really want me to. Just hit the yes in the comment section, and we can carry on, because I do enjoy chatting with you guys, even though it feels weird talking to a camera. It's something I still got to get used to, though, because, I mean, yeah, I always used to make my videos off of camera, but I'm enjoying the camera thing. It's quite cool. Okay, Lumpy. Awesome. I'll definitely be here then. Lumpy says yes, then I'm definitely here. I just need that one yes. Okay. And yes, Jeff, welcome. Yes, thank you. Cool, we can go on. As people say, 4 more hours. I must say, one thing I do miss, though, is being able to go on flat earth debates, because, I was really a regular, always on the panel and stuff. But since they've taken my Wi-Fi at work, we don't have Wi-Fi at work anymore, so I couldn't really go, because I'm still at work when FED's on. So my life of FED these days is just downloading it and listening to it the next day, or sometimes catching a premiere. So yes, Nathan, I still watch your show practically daily. And yes, even Alvin, your daily Flat Earth Early Bird, also download and watch it regularly. So don't think I have just become a ghost. I am still around. I still do watch and listen and whatever. You guys still have great content. Really appreciate what you guys do. You guys really, how can I say, have hair on your teeth to hold the grit with some of these guys, because I know even for me sometimes it gets quite hectic. Okay, Price of Adam. You can't prove it on the debate. That's what they, for me, you real, bring it on even. Yeah, that's one thing I don't get about these guys. They're keyboard warriors. They can type everything as much as they want daily, over and over. But when you actually invite them to come and talk, I mean, on my Discord channel, which is available, link description, I have a one-on-one chat there. I have a general chat, everything. We can always talk, mono talk, normal, like we're talking now. But none of them will actually go onto those channels and actually talk. They make excuses not to talk, just like they make excuses not to go on Nathan Oakley's channel.
Right. We've seen how you treat people, and we know how Nathan Oakley treats people. See, I've been booted twice on Nathan's channel for proving him wrong. So yeah, we've seen how it works. We've seen how you boot Brenda off because Brenda proves you wrong, and Luca, and a lot of other people.
because they say he mutes them, he mutes them. So they're just acting like little crybabies and make excuses why they cannot defend their religious beliefs.
Yeah, Nathan mutes you when you try and defend your the globe. when you start talking, Nathan mutes you. Fundy and physically mutes you. He has an algorithm. He has a setting on his microphone. It's the reason he uses that streaming platform is because it allows him to set a clipping or something about his microphone that makes his microphone louder than anybody else's. So he can drown them out physically. And then if that, so he funny mutes them that way. And if that doesn't work, he just mutes them and then kicks them off. And then says they ran away. See, that's how cowardly Nathan is.
Which is really sad.
Yeah, he treated Luca horribly.
Okay, let's see. Like just show how you manage to work out for yourself.
And Brenda, you got to stop going in so hot too. It's like you go in like guns blazing. Just go in a little mellower. I think you might get a little further.
The height of the sun. Easy, they put 2 sticks in the ground.
I mean, you're absolutely right, but tactics.
Put 2 sticks in the ground. Or was it? Yeah, they put 2 or 3 sticks in the ground and they use wells in Cyan and wherever, thanks to Aristophanes. And because the angle of the sun, which is shadow casting it, it's amazing how you can be 500 miles apart at exactly the same time.
It's amazing that two people can be 500 miles apart at the same time. Did you just say that?
Especially in those days, no communications to whatever, to anybody.
Right. They had smoke, right? I believe a smoke signal was set up.
And say, oh, at this time of the day, this is how it looks like. So therefore, put in my calculations, because of my belief, the sun has to be this far away. And yes, and then it's changed.
Or they could have used the sundial where it showed him exactly what time, right, that he needed to see that, right? Or there could have been, smoke that was set up. I'm not exactly sure what the communication was, but
changed again over the years because, changes which they don't believe. And yeah, so they take it like that. And all this comes from, again, someone without documentation to prove they ever existed. Sorry, Fapzoid, I'm here fighting with one of the biggest globers ever. The best he's got is kindergarten. Don't worry about the price of Adam. You guys rock. Even kindergartners get level, which is true. Like I said, my oldest daughter, she's turning 7 now, and she also gets what level is. And she understands horizontal, and she understands flat. She understands there's no curve, and she understands level is just no place higher or lower.
So he's been gaslighting his child for at least 3 years.
Than the other, to your reference.
He's been emotionally abusing his child, gaslighting his child for at least 3 years.
So when you get Globus trying to tell us level.
All right, thanks, Brenda. Oh, grab my cord.
It's curved or bendizontal,
Things
as Bev likes to call it.
Charge up pretty
They're
quick.
just showing they have no weight. How can I put it? The IQ is either too low to understand what level means, or they have a religious belief that's too much for them to be able to be honest with themselves.
Right. We've shown you what level is. You refuse to accept it, and because you're a dishonest piece of shit, Fapzoid. So you calling us dishonest is total projection.
And say, okay, yes, we know since you've been a child, learned horizontal is level and flat. They comport. There's no such thing as curved levels. There's no such thing as.
So tell us, Fapzoid, at what point do we switch from the children's dictionary to the adult's dictionary? Where's that change? Right? Because we can look at Webster's dictionary and see that level is parallel to the curvature of the Earth's surface. That's what we go by. How is that different?
Curved horizontals. They just don't get it. That's why I don't understand when you get places like Merriam-Webster. They got the whole thing that's showing horizontal, flat plane, planar geometry, level, horizontal, and then at the end they just put, because it's a curve, it has to be a sphere. So
that's the adjective, Fapzoid. That's what something is. See, a level, that's a verb. or you have a level that's a noun. Those aren't what it is. That's what we call a level. What level is an adjective.
Some religious zealot went and just stuck curve in there.
You know, it's not a noun. It's not a doing word.
After they just had that whole definition, which just made the whole definition redundant, he just invalidated everything because of some religious zealot that believes horizontal can curve, which is actually sad. Because if you had to go to any university, any school these days, and you have to tell them, sorry, what is horizontal? Can you show me a curved horizontal? They're going to laugh at you. They're going to throw you out. They're going to...
No, they'll say the earth is curved and every point on the earth is horizontal. And they don't share collinearity. So, no, every university would laugh at you, Fapzoid. If you went there and said, I'm a flat earther and I think that level means flat, that the earth, the surface of the earth, the water of the earth is level, so it's flat, they would laugh at you, Fapzoid. That's what they would do. They wouldn't laugh at us. They would not agree with you. They would laugh at you.
think you are mentally insane, because that's exactly what it is. You do not get a curved horizontal. Okay. Captain Caveman.
It's like saying if I went to any church and said Satan is real, they would agree with me. That's what you're saying, Fapzoid.
Yes, and the canal is a 13-mile sea level and canal 120 feet of missing curvature. Yes, has anybody seen the curvature? Because it seems to be missing daily. Thank you, Black Swan. Pancakers are running
Such a
scared. Oh,
dumb
and that's also
fuck.
another thing the anti-flat earthers like to do is push the flat earth society model on us. We are not flat earth society. Flat earth society was created by the anti-flat earthers.
Yes, he does, editor.
That's how it is. It's controlled opposition for a reason. So please don't push pancake in space or spinning up disk. I actually watched that Vsauce video, you know, the one he put out 9 years ago, 7 years ago or something, where he's trying to tell us how wrong flat earth is. Vsauce, I actually watched it. And I thought it was actually difficult to watch because from the beginning till the end, he was using flat earth society and trying to say why it's wrong. Flat earth society is not flat earth. It's controlled opposition. I don't know how much more clear I can make it to you. It's not a spinning pancake in space. It's total bullshit nonsense. So please stop pushing that on us, because that's not what reality is about flat earth. That's just a based narrative that you guys created to try and make flat earth look bunk, which is really dishonest in itself. Just you pushing that alone shows you don't have an honest bone in your body. Hey, Smurfer girl, whatever's good to see you. Glad you could join the stream.
Just so funny.
I don't know if you've known what's been going on with the
So
stream
fucking
so
funny.
far, but you could be able to go back and watch it afterwards. But good to see you here. Okay, let's see. Mr. Slithers, who said spinning pancake in space? It's a pancake with a super, what? With a super ironically spinning dome. You just debunked your own, whatever. I'm not going to try. Okay, awesome. Awesome, Smurfer girl. We're great to see you. I'm glad you could make it on here on the show.
Blue Dream.
More a potato or an eggplant? Are you more a potato or eggplant, you say? Wait, what's the mate say? All flat earth is, I can't comprehend the globe, so earth is flat. Another idiotic claim from you anti-flat earthers, because all we do is take your globe rhetoric, explain it back to you, and show you why it's wrong. So obviously you have to understand it to be able to explain it, which is we do constantly and daily for you. So a way to show you dishonest again, because yeah, you're on a stream where we're just explaining your globe can't be real with your own rhetoric. Okay. Come take a
Can't even pronounce the word rhetoric right, dude. Shut the fuck up.
bite, kitty. I agree. I should make a channel called Dunning-Kruger, because that's all you guys ever do is Dunning-Kruger and cognitive dissonance problems. That's all you guys have. I totally agree, Mr. Sithers. I hope you look in the mirror when you say that. Okay.
Because I'm rubber and you're glue.
How can Hubble take a picture of the Milky Way from inside the Milky Way? That's actually a good question. They're just going to say because the Milky Way is so large. But yeah, it takes it the perspective view of outside the Milky Way while it's supposedly inside the Milky Way, which doesn't make sense because, yeah, there's quite a lot of loopholes in the globe model, and I don't think they understand that. I mean, why hasn't Hubble just been able to just turn around and take live footage from our globe Earth, they say? Because it can't. It's not there. Remember, we actually debunked Hubble Space Telescope a while back because it has come out that it was just Sophia. It was a plane, Sophia, flying up and taking images.
No, it wasn't. And no, you didn't. You didn't debunk anything. And I believe I proved that in a live stream. I believe that was the subject of one of my live streams. You're a liar, Fapzoid. You're a pathetic, desperate piece of shit liar.
These days, they got actual programs which just shows weather balloons going around taking images of Earth. That's why you get the discrepancies where there's different elevations and different focal lenses showing different sizes and stuff, why you get the lakes that are not comporting with how the curve is supposed to look, or you get some countries that are bigger or smaller, because they have to fudge the results to make it look as their globe. Unfortunately, you get the people that are too gullible enough to, like the anti-flat earthers, they have to believe it. They want to believe it so bad. But unfortunately, that's how it is. Okay, Running Kruger is the now Freddy shoe by Reebok. That's actually a good one. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So, do you want me to understand, explain maybe the difference between optical and physical, if I really have to, because I don't know why I would.
Oh, yeah, I'm dying to hear this. I'm dying to hear your definition, your difference.
Okay, physical. My hand is physical. This is something I laughed at also last night with Brian Leake and Mr. Sensible. Mr. Sensible is literally trying to defend Craig with saying, my hand in front of my face is not physical. It's refracted. It's optical. I was laughing, literally laughing. My hand in front of my face. Craig's argument. And Mr. Sensible's defending him now. He's not physically in front of my face. It is optically in front of my face.
All right, where you see it is optical, but it has to be physically there for you to fucking see it, you dumb motherfucker.
That quickly. You see, it's my angle towards the camera. It's next to my face. Yes, it's in front, but it's next to. Now I'm going to physically move it in front of my face. Uh-oh. Is it optically in front of me or physically? No, you can't see through it, can you? It's physically there because the angle.
Wow, what a dumb motherfucker. What a goddamn dumb motherfucker.
It's changed. I've put it in front of me. The angular size of this hand is physically in front of me. It's got a look optical. That's the optical you're getting, but
yeah, you can't take any pictures of trees inside of a forest. That'd be impossible. That'd be impossible. Right?
It's still in physical space. It's physically moving. So it's physical with optical effects. So it's an actual hand, not optical hand. Just
you can't take a picture of the ocean if you're in the ocean.
That to let you know. But I was like, okay, that probably just also explains what's the difference between physical and optical, just that alone. So if you guys do get anti-flat earthers that tell you again, hand in front of face is optical, I think we should call a mental institute so they can go and get their head checked out, because that is just on another level. Amen. Is it really?
So then you are saying that the horizon is physical, right? You're saying the horizon is physical because it's right there. You can see it. It's physical, right? That's what you're saying, right? Yeah, that's what you're saying, Fapzoid. That the horizon is physical because it blocks our vision. It's exactly what you just said.
Really that hard to find geodetic surveying measurements of South Africa? Again, geodetic surveying comes after surveying. You first get planar surveying, then you get geodetic surveying, which is...
No, Fapzoid, that's not how it works. Geodetic surveyors aren't planar surveyors and then geodetic surveyors. It's two different types of surveying. Planar surveyors are like people that survey an area of land for a construction site. That's what planar surveyors do. They survey a city to lay down a fucking plumbing system or telephone poles or roads. That's what a planar surveyor does. A geodetic surveyor measures the size and shape of the Earth.
These calculations based on slope angle measurements already based on the horizontal plane and
And no, that's not at all how they work, Fapzoid.
reference datums. Yeah. They say your hand is not where we see it, but Alberuni is legit. He said he has special eyes. Stop being so obviously dumb. Exactly. If you say my hand is not where I see it, then you're telling me there's either something wrong with my eyes or there's something wrong with the camera or both. And also, you're throwing away your own argument if you're saying it's not where you see it, because then you're taking your physicality of your curve away once again. Let's see. This religious channel is great. Thanks for having us normal people.
Listen to his invincible ignorance, switching everything around to his favor. I love it. I love it.
On with the anti-flated. Okay, I don't know what you're referring to that, but you know, I don't really enjoy it. I've got one of these new trolls on my channel now, which I did warn her the other day. Keeps on telling us how he loves us. We've got freedom of speech with religious views, and telling us how we are religious the whole time. I'm starting to think it's just Mr. Slithers because he has the same kind of writing. Like you said, think Ponce matters to make anything happen other than we want to be more wrong. Exactly. You have to lie to yourself literally to believe in the globe today. If you've come across the flat earth, the actual not flat earth society, and you've actually taken in, you have integrity, and you've actually taken physical thought, you've taken it and you've actually gone observed, and you've seen, okay, look here, this guy, what he has presented is what I've just observed. Hang on, something's not right here. If you're honest with yourself, you're going to think, wow, let's step back here and try and do something about it. But these guys, because they have such a core belief, their foundation is built on this heliocentric globe cult. Yes, it's a cult. They literally have to lie to themselves and try and go on people's channels that go against their belief system and try and persuade them and preach to them, listen, yeah, I'm in such pain because of this. You guys are wrong. And they have to try every tactic they can to try and keep deceiving themselves to stay in that paradigm.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's so fucking funny. Oh my Jesus. We're so in pain from our cognitive dissonance from believing reality that we have to go on Fapzoid show and yeah, what a fucking moron.
And you know what we call that? Bigotry. Because you guys simply have the attitude of
bigotry. Yes.
You don't have the same belief as me, so therefore you are wrong and you're stupid and uneducated and blah 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 blah.
Yes, that's not bigotry. that's what you are. It's not bigotry. If you came in and to a store I owned and wanted to buy a pack of cigarettes, I'd sell you a pack of cigarettes. I'd sell you gas. I wouldn't restrict you from coming into my store. That's bigotry, right? If you were an employee of mine, I would pay you the same amount as other starting employees and promote you based on your fucking merits and how you worked. That's not bigotry. So how are we bigots? Because we take what you say and we prove it's fucking wrong and we call you stupid? That's not bigotry, man.
The same goes over and over daily. And unfortunately, it's a real problem. And I really think it's getting to a point with these people that I feel it's sorry for them. It's actually pathetic because grown person.
But see, you treat people like demons if they don't agree with you. You say they're demons. That's what you say. They're demonic, and you delete them from your channel and block them and time them out and mute them. That's what you do, Fapzoid. You're the bigot.
Person to come onto someone else's channel and keep telling them, listen, yeah, you're stupid, you don't have education. People that don't even know me or anything, trying to tell me you just got it wrong. And then when I ask them, okay, what have I got wrong? They make excuses on to tell me what I got wrong. Because they don't have anything, because they are simply lying to themselves.
Just pure projection.
Okay.
Just pure projection.
I'm going to play that video one more time quickly because
Right, we're not going to watch it. We'll take it up here. Is this a masturbation machine that he's got here? Is that what he uses? I think it might be. You get that on Amazon? You're muted, genius.
got the mic. There's something you can't control. Times now through the thing. I'm showing A and share occurring there. Am I really muted? How's that work? What's going on? Times now through the thing. I'm showing A and share occurring there. Nope, I can hear myself. Okay, anyway. Sorry about that. Maybe it's just the internet connection. Okay. Oh. Yes. Okay. So, Smith Gold. Yes, I do have Red's original
I think it's a masturbation machine.
video link in Oops No Curve if you want to go and watch that, and then go through it. More than happy. If you want people to believe Earth is a globe, present a valid case to support it. Yes. Don't just spew religious.
We have, Lumpy. We have. You just deny everything we present.
Attempts on us, telling us you don't understand or try to ad hom us, and then present things that are all based on faith and CGI.
No, we don't do that, Fapzoid. We present you with figures, with numbers, with experiments, with results, with observations, with photographic proof, and you just call it all fake. You call it all fake.
It's simple as that. Because let's be frank. The things you present to us is we have to have faith that the Earth is spinning. We have to have faith that gravity exists. We have to have faith that this curve.
No, there's no faith needed, Fapzoid. It exists. It's been tested. It's been quantified. There's no faith. You have to have faith that the Earth's flat because you have no proof of it. You think it's flat because the Bible. You think it's flat because you think the Bible says it's flat. That's how ignorant you are, Fapzoid. And you're projecting that ignorance on us.
Where we can explain all these things with demonstrations.
But you can't because we've asked you and you won't. You just won't.
What you're going to use in your logic mind? You're either going to go with a guy that can demonstrate your globe to be wrong, or go with a globe guy that's saying, "Have faith, my son."
No, we don't say have faith. You say have faith, because that's all you have, man. That's all you have is faith. You have no evidence, no proof, nothing. Map, model, and measurement. Every map, every model, every measurement. Whatever Nathan says. That's your proof. Whatever Nathan Oakley says. You're a fucking dipshit.
It's consensus that tells you it's a globe, so it is a globe. It's just not honesty. Let's see.
How sad.
Yes, exactly. It's just right. Okay. Let's see. I can hear Fapzoid a little choppy, but I know every word you say. Oh, sorry, I don't know why it's happening. It's probably just internet again. You know, I'm in the bush with fiber and I'm still struggling. And I mean, it just doesn't make sense. But yeah. I see we've already gone on for an hour and 40 minutes. That's quite cool. Let's see. So we can still probably go on for another 20 minutes about. Because then I have to go and get the kids a breakfast and make them everything. And yeah. Let's go. Okay, facts don't require faith. Exactly, facts don't require faith. And that's all your globe is based on, is faith. Flat Earth is based on nothing but faith in magic. That's again false. We demonstrate with actual physical demonstrations. If it's faith-based, how do we demonstrate it? You guys have yet to show me water sticking on an outside of a ball.
We have shown you the 72 blue marble.
You have yet to show me gravity holding gas in one position all the time.
We have 72 blue marble, Jupiter, Venus. We've shown you these.
You guys have yet to show me an open system where gravity overcomes entropy. You have yet to show.
Yes, the Earth is an open system that we consider a closed system.
Anything you guys claim, but yet
we have. The heliocentric model is a measurement of everything. That's what the model is, dumb fuck.
You can give us equations based on things because of your belief.
But you're so fucking ignorant. You say that the heliocentric model doesn't match reality. That's like saying the repair manual for the Chilton's manual for a 57 Chevy doesn't match a 57 Chevy. That's what you're saying, Fapzoid.
How are we supposed to think what you're showing us is presenting us is reality when we can literally demonstrate what we claim?
Because we can take stellarium and hold that up to stars. Take stellarium on your phone, hold it up to the sky at night, and you're going to see exactly what is presented in reality. And stellarium was designed around the heliocentric model, you dumb fuck. And it matches reality perfectly.
My channel is full of demonstrations on optical curve. My demonstration is full of demonstrations showing when I open a container, entropy increases. Physical. I mean, we use literally physical demonstrations you can see and understand. All you guys tell us is, no, it spins. Why? Because of this equation. No, we have gravity because of this equation. Where we can explain, like my live stream last night, it's just relative density, which can use.
No, nobody says that, Fapzoid. Nobody says because of this equation. We show you how it works, and then we show you the math for it.
Exactly the same equations as your gravity. You're just changing the gravity for relative density. So where you guys are saying there's a force pulling it, where actually gravity doesn't have a force, so it actually nullifies your.
No, you change gravity into relative density because you're terrified of not believing a Bible you misinterpreted. See, that's your problem, Fapzoid. Your entire flat Earth persona is religious based on a false interpretation of what the Bible says. If you just interpret the Bible correctly, you can still be a Christian and believe in a globe. Right? You don't have to be a flat earther to be a Christian, Fapzoid, but you call people religious people, you call them demonic because they don't believe in your misinterpretation of the Bible. You're an asshole. You really are.
Argument to where relative density can show it has an actual force which is pushing because of the pressure. It doesn't support it. It goes back to equilibrium. Hence, foundation is the keyword. If you haven't watched that, I suggest.
Goes back to equilibrium. But what if I take a rock down from a mountain? If I let it go, will it fly back up to the mountain? Because that's the point of equilibrium, where you picked it up at, Fapzoid. So how come this rock doesn't go up? It only goes down toward the center of the earth. Why, Fapzoid?
Just go watch.
It'll be more out of equilibrium if it's on the ground down here than if it was up there.
Last night's live stream, I also put that link below in the description, where we put the two models to the test: relative density or globe gravity. Okay. Let's see. In school, we did experiment to prove what was taught. Obviously, you wouldn't know that. I was also in school. I went through the same indoctrination as you. And what exactly did they demonstrate to you in school with any of these things? I know we did density experiments, actual density experiments, where we took a candle and we put it in water and we put it in a denser solution, and it floated obviously in a denser solution and it sank in the water. That wasn't for.
Took a candle and it sank in water? What the fuck are you talking about?
And what exactly did they demonstrate to you in school with any of these things? I know we did density experiments, actual density experiments, where we took a candle and we put it in water and we put it in a denser solution, and it floated obviously in a denser solution and it sank in the water. That.
What school did you go to, man? What school did you go to? That's a buoyancy experiment. That's buoyancy and an experiment with specific gravity. But you know, gravity's part of that.
Wasn't for gravity, it's density. This is, you can even.
And no, I don't know of any candles that sink in water. Wax is lighter than water. Wax is less dense than water, therefore it will float.
Go look it up, what specific gravity is. It was first relative density, then they had to slash on specific gravity because they know it's not actually gravity, but they have to push the narrative of gravity.
No, because of gravity. That's how it works, Fapzoid. Not how you think it works.
We do actual experiments in school. We just carry on with it after school now, because I mean, we're not going back to the indoctrination, are we? We got working lives, we're grown up, so we're just going to test everything. That's what people do. Okay.
But you don't test anything, Fapzoid. You never have. You never have. You lie. The only time you've actually shown any evidence, that was like the angles to Polaris, and you lied on that. You weren't honest at all.
Let's see, what else? Okay, your little sun is held up by magic. It is powered by magic. What causes lunar eclipse magic? Again, no one's ever claimed it's held up by magic. Why does it have to be held up?
Well, magic's the only way it could get held up.
You're making claims on our behalf on what it is, and nobody's made claims that it's even physical, because if you do try and track the sun, it does move positions because it's in apparent position. Also showing that on my channel, it has, if you have to do triangulation, it has different positions because it's just an apparent position, it's not physical position. How you can explain this? That's why you get some people that believe the sun is just floating in the waters above, which would rather be more tangible because it's above a container or inside a container or whatever, more than magic space that has nothing, but it's holding up. So actually you're just projecting because your globe model says there's nothing holding it up. It's floating in nothing, just space and time, both concepts. And lunar eclipses, simple. If it's not physical and it's just, as I would like to say, a holographic projection or is a hologram, it can just go through its own cycles. It's so simple. It's like having a light and it's dimming and moving because it's going through its cycle. It doesn't mean it's physical. It's just the holographic projection.
So it's just optical. There's no sun or moon up there. How do you get sunburn from a hologram, Fapzoid? How do you get sun fucking burned from a fucking hologram?
All that. Yeah.
God, what an ignorant, dumb shit.
Flat Earth reality. Meanwhile, to believe you live on a spinning ball is fate. Exactly. I will not get jabbed. Nice to see you here. Glad you could make it. It's just faith-based without having any underpinnings of showing logic or demonstrations for us, because all we get is, explain to me why this is so. Explain to me.
No, we say you have the burden of proof to prove that the Earth is flat. We've proven that the Earth is a sphere. You have the burden of proof to prove that it's flat because you're making that claim. That's what we keep saying to you. But what do you say in return? Well, burden of proof, reversal fallacy. I'm not making a claim. It's the default because I see it flat.
Everything is required for us to go and educate them while they're telling
See how fucking hypocritical you are?
us we're dumb, we're uneducated, but they ask us for it. And when you give it to them, you don't understand. It's kind of cult-like. Okay. They have no clue what gravity is, but supposedly know the effects. You know why I'm laughing at this last?
Right. We don't have to know what gravity is to know the effects it has on things. We can observe the effects it has on things, and we can make predictions on what the effects it will have on things. And those predictions are correct because gravity is a law. It's a constant.
Last night's stream as well. Think about it. Gravity is now pushed as Einstein gravity. It means gravity is not a force. It's only effect. Show me.
No, it's a force. In Newtonian physics, it's a force. In Einsteinian physics, it's not. In general relativity, it's not a force. But in Newtonian physics, what we use on Earth, it is a force.
In physics, in reality, anyway, observe where you can have a fictitious force, an effect, apparent force, without first having a physical force to get it going. That's why when you have the merry-go-round, it's got a physical force. To you, it's a fictitious force pulling you back to pull out, but it's a physical force pushing out at every tangent. And that's why.
No, it's not a physical force. It's not a physical force. It's an imaginary force. You don't see anything pushing you out, do you? It's not a physical force. You aren't physically in contact with something to push you out.
Well, it's trying to throw you off. It's still
As a
physical.
matter of fact, the reason you don't go off immediately is because there's a physical force holding you back. The thing you're sitting on or standing on, that's giving you friction that keeps you from going out.
Physical.
You're a fucktard.
Just that feeling that it's going backwards is fictitious, but it's based on physicality. You need a physical force to have your fictitious force to exist.
Yeah, it's an optical force.
And since gravity has no force, you can't claim apparent effects. You first need a physical force to have a fictitious force or effect. Hey, someone, good to see you.
So less than 11 minutes, guys.
You have much strength to have
And
all these
we'll be
trolls
done
just being
with
silly like
this.
children in the chat. Actually, I think a lot of children are much smarter than these guys, to be honest. Okay. Ken Wheeler's upload today makes that even more clearer. I'm going to go check his video out. I haven't checked his latest stuff.
Ken Wheeler's upload today makes that even clearer. Yeah, yeah. Ken Wheeler's really cleared shit up. Fat, bald fuck.
Let's see. There are no two poles that isn't exactly. There isn't really two poles. They just have to say there's two poles. Which one? I mean, there's actually supposed to be 4 poles.
No, there's actually two, and you can see the stars rotate around each of those poles, and they spin in opposite directions. So
On your globe, so you're supposed to know that by now.
why are there 4 geometric poles on our globe? I mean, there are different poles. You have magnetic pole, you have the actual pole, the rotational pole. You have the ceremonial pole. That's mainly in the south because it's water out up in the north. So yes, you have different poles.
But where exactly is the actual poles? Can you prove?
It's the central rotational point in each hemisphere, which would be in the center of an empty space in the south and Polaris in the north. Well, central to Polaris in the north.
Prove this to us, or just spew rhetoric? Exactly. There's no actual.
But we have with star trails. We've shown you the 2 poles with star trails.
Oh yes, and just to say, Kiki says, Seabass, if you're still in here, sorry that I timed you out. It was really by accident. It wasn't on purpose. I was trying to pin your message and then it timed you out for 3 minutes or whatever, 300 seconds. I'm really really sorry about that.
He is dumb as fuck, man.
Yes, in reality, nobody knows the distance to the sun. You can't know a distance to something that's just apparent. If you've ever tried to take a plane flight or even a train ride or a boat trip or something and actually just follow the sun, you're going to see it's moving and moving as you're going. You cannot get to it. You can try all you want to try and go to the sun to try and change, but you can't because it's just an apparent position. There's no actual way.
The sun's not a mountain, asshole. So, you're fucking ignorant. Holy God, you're goddamn dumb.
To measure its actual location. You get
we have measured the distance to the sun.
the apparent location that you can see, and you can try calculate. But like I said, the globe calculates 93 to 94 million miles away. That's the new narrative. But the stage was 91 million miles away. It keeps changing because they don't actually have physical substance.
Yes, it keeps changing because our measuring, the way we can measure it, gets more precise, dumb fuck.
To substantiate the claims, it's all just based on faith, belief. Exactly, because where you see depends on where you stand. It's all just on where you stand. It's on your reference, perspective reference. All the stars go in the same direction, but perspective can make you think they go in different directions. Exactly. If you're going, I like this analogy as well when you're looking at the road. Let's say it's a one-way. The cars are going, my hand is a car. It's going, I'm standing, I'm seeing the cars coming by. It's going, for me, it's going right to left. It's going right to left. Now what happens when I'm going to change? Well, let's just imagine I'm turning the other way around. The car's still going right to left, but now it's going to look left to right to me. Going to look left to right, but they're still going exactly the same direction. That's my position has changed relative. That's why you get the opposing stars. Next, you will say, Slizzers, that the water drains in different directions in Australia. Yes, I still get that argument today from these guys, believe it or not, where you can literally go and debunk that in 2 seconds by taking a sink, throwing water. Here's the plug, well, the drain, throwing this way and it's going to spin that way, or you throw it this side and it's going to spin the other way. It's just mechanical physics. Okay. It's good to see you guys are nice and active in the chat, really liking that. Let's get this here. Hey, Flat Earth is solid. He always sticks to demonstrate claims. He has government agents. Oh, and if he will ramble on sophistry, exactly. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that's straightforward. I'm not going to come on here, make a claim that I can't back up. That's as simple as that. That's why when people try and use red herrings or straw man, suddenly I just ask them straight, show me where I've made that claim. Show me. Because if I make a claim, I back it up. Just like this video where it's dedicated on, I made a claim that I didn't remove frames. I made a claim that me removing optical effect is you taking your physicality away, and I've backed it up. I mean, I've made how much videos about this, and it's 3 years later, and they still want to push it on me that I'm dishonest and I'm lying. So I'm showing once again, not 11 frames, not any removed frames. I've still got all the frames in the actual video, and I'm just showing you taking your optical away, taking optical away is you guys conceding that you don't have physicality. That's about it.
So him taking frames out of a video that proves that the Earth is curved is us conceding that the Earth is flat. That's what he just said. Him editing out evidence of curvature in someone else's video and then lying about it is proof that the Earth is flat. Way to go, buddy.
I don't care about cats, but if you're him and you get attention, I think cats, if you really want to be, I would be on one of his proper accounts. So I don't know. Like, all these guys work together, unfortunately. Okay. The reality is scientists have known the Earth to be the center of the universe since forever, but the ego and pride prevents them from admitting. Exactly. That's why so much.
No, we thought it might have been at the center at one point in a geocentric universe, but then that was proven wrong with the retrograde motion of Mars and Venus. So you're dumb as fuck, dude.
Things. Why do you think it was pushed to geocentric for such a long time before they actually moved to heliocentric? Because they've had to work out ways to push their religious beliefs
Because what?
into it. Because helios is
Oh, so you think the heliocentric is a religious belief, and the geocentric is not? Is that what you just said? You might want to look up the history of geocentrism and heliocentrism with the Catholics. You might want to look that up there, Fapzoid, because people have been put to death for saying that the Earth, for decades, people were put to death for saying that the Earth is not at the center of the universe, because God would have put it at the center of the universe. That's what religion thought, Fapzoid. And then that was proven wrong. And now the church is like, okay, yeah, we admit it now. So you really are a dumb motherfucker.
is a sun god. It's just literally that's the center for us. That's why it's called heliocentrism. And unfortunately, it falls flat even when you take it to scripture. It falls flat when you take it to normal physics. It falls flat to natural law, everything. And
no, it doesn't. You don't know what natural law is. If you knew what a natural law was, you'd understand that gravity is a natural law. You do not understand anything about thermodynamics. You know, Nathan Oakley said it's a violation of thermodynamics, and that's what you think now. You have no idea fucking what you're talking about.
And the people are just going to defend it till they're blue in the face because, unfortunately, they have a belief system that dictates they have to do that. You claim that the moon is holographic.
You mean a biblical belief system that forces you to think that the Earth is flat, even though we have measurements that it's not? You mean that? You mean that cult-like behavior, Fapzoid?
Prediction. Where
What a fucking hypocritical piece of shit he is.
is evidence of that? No, I said it could be, not it is. There's a difference between saying it is and could be. That's not a claim. Nobody knows what the moon is. Nobody knows what the sun is.
Yeah, we do, Fapzoid. We absolutely know what the sun and moon is. Now, none of your friends do, because you're fucking stupid, and your friends are dumber than you. So you don't know what it is. That's a given. But we do, because we're intelligent.
You guys are making a claim what it is, distance, and everything. I'm telling you straight, it cannot be terra firma because we literally have videos where stars are showing through the moon. I got a video on that channel, on my channel
No, you don't.
as well, where you see a star through the moon. I've seen it with my own eyes. I just wish one day when I have a proper camera, I'll be able to capture it again because that was captured by other people, but I've seen it with my own eyes before. Yeah, in South Africa.
No, you don't, and no, you haven't. You haven't seen that, Fapzoid, because you don't see stars through the moon.
So if anybody comes and tells me, no, it's just the dust or it's not, yeah, that's fine. I probably had dust in my eyes when I saw the star through the actual moon. I mean, we've seen actual footage of it with different people all around the world. We've seen people show two suns at exactly.
Yes, we've seen people with dead pixels on their camera. We've seen that.
At the same time with all over the world. But do you hear that in the media anyway? No. You don't hear.
No, you don't, because the media fucking researches shit and they say, okay, this is a fucking hoax. This is a dumb fuck with dead pixels on their camera. We're not going to show this on our news broadcast.
Anybody saying, look, there's two suns, what's going on? Doesn't make sense. Then you get people saying, no, it must be a sun dog. Definitely not. Okay. The comments are coming in. Okay. On the globe, could be means you have the definite formula to prove that it is. Exactly. If you could prove it with your equation, want to prove your equation, then demonstrate it.
We do have a formula. We do. It's 1 degree every 69 miles. That's the formula. And Polaris drops in altitude. All stars drop in altitude at that rate.
Please go ahead and demonstrate it. Because, like I said, we do not get demonstrations. It's the same with Blue Marble Science. Brings out a video, supposed to be so devastating, proving gravity holds gas pressure without containment. Then comes and brings 3 containers and demonstrates containment. Then he comes with ignorance saying a pipe is not a container. Wow. This is supposed to be a professor, isn't it? I think he's got a PhD and stuff. He's supposed to know a pipe is still an open container. It's an open system. It means physical walls. That pipe is a wall. It's got something to bounce off of. But this is the kind of demonstrations we get, where they make our argument valid while trying to show yes. I don't know if it's some kind of joke.
Okay, these notes are coming from a guy who said a flat piece of paper can be a gas container because it has surface area. Yep.
But it's insanity. Okay. Fapzoid is this control tactic. Be boring or nobody even wants to engage. Exactly. They try every tactic in the book to try and get people to disengage. They want to try and make a person look dishonest, as you can see, or they try and make a person look stupid, as you can see. I mean, that's why you get like Craig with his hand that says it's not physical, and then everybody supporting him. I mean, even Simon Dan, I did a video on that once where showing him with picking up a phone and you're putting potential energy to it and you're dropping it. I used simple physics for that, and he still told me I'm wrong without telling me I'm wrong, while validating my argument and telling me I'm wrong. Then he had all these channel trolls to come here and tell me I'm wrong while they validated my argument.
See, there's that invincible ignorance. They came and proved him wrong, but in his mind, it validated his argument.
That it's just tactics. That's all. They just have to. It's their way to try and muddy the waters for all the newcomers to flat Earth, because they know the flat Earth society cannot just do it on their own. They have to literally go and push it onto the people to make it look stupid. Because to the normal people I talk to, they either think, okay, yeah, it might be a joking thing, but they still talk normal to you. And when you explain it to them and they take it with critical thought, okay, yeah, you might have something here. And a lot of the people out there have gone back and actually seen it. And today they say, yes, you were right. Yes, some of them are still not, but they.
Who does that? Who has ever said that flat? No intelligent person ever went back and looked at one of your videos and went, oh, yeah, Fapzoid was right. Nobody. That's never, ever, ever fucking happened.
They know there's something wrong with the globe.
Now dumb fucks have watched your videos and gone, well, man, Fapzoid's a fucking genius. But no intelligent person has ever like looked at your body of fucking scientific work and said, wow, Fapzoid's right all along.
That's normal. They're not going to go into, oh, you're flat earther, you're stupid, you can't procreate and all this nonsense, because they're not bigots. They're not how can I say, true to their cult, their heliocentric cult. They actually have logical thought. They actually have normal capabilities to think, yeah, reality could be.
God, you're living in a dream world, man. That has never, ever fucking happened.
What it's not said to be. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to have to start ending the stream now. I think my children are awake. I'm going to have to start making them breakfast.
Jesus, what a fucking retard. Just a complete fucking mental retard. Not a goddamn clue. Anyway, we got 33 minutes till MC Tune comes on. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And, well, you know where MC Tune is. So thanks for watching, guys. I will talk to you later.